Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come into the room, family. We're glad that you're here. Family, we're going to get started. This is an impromptu live stream. We appreciate you for joining us. Always be ready. Love is in the house. Thank you for being here. We'd like to thank, first of all, 66 said, come in and say evening, H-Town family. And then the next person we have up is me. Then we have the 8th is hello. We have Brother Charlton said evening to all on MLK Day. Dr. Martin Luther King, a man from my culture, who was a very true American that we love and honor, stood up for justice. Yes, indeed. Forgot to put a slide in there. Did last year, didn't I? Say, and 66 saying, hey, Zombie said, hey, family, it's good to see y'all, and it's glad to see everybody getting in here. We're doing our best to shorten the live streams when we can, but sometimes we getting some good stuff. We like to make it happen. All right. Let us know how the sound is, but thank you for being here, family. Did you hear what I said? Charlton saying hi to everybody. My desktop slow running scan. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. We got Termite in here and says, hello, shipmates and family, and everybody speaking. We're going to go ahead and get started. We thank you for being here, family. We honor all branches of the service, whether you're Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or Space Force. Thank you for being here. We don't rank veterans here. The military, we are veterans now, so rank is not an issue. We don't care whether you're combat veteran, non-combat veterans, male or female. We honor all, whether or not you were special forces or any MOS, it don't matter. Whether you were officer or enlisted, everybody is welcome. We don't hero worship here. We do honor veterans, though. And if you serve, there's nothing wrong. We acknowledge if you did something spectacular. We have our sister in here saying, Farm Girl Rebel says, evening H-Town and the family. That's a picture of her and her husband. Those are not models. That's them. She always trying to downplay her cuteness. If she don't get out of here, you got women got all kind of makeup on now. You don't know what you're gonna see when you take the makeup off. Now, in our channel, and that's why I like she natural. In our channel, H-Town Vet, we are first informative to bring you the information that you need. Look, we got Joyhead in the house. GC, Joyhead, good evening, everyone. Everybody show love to Joyhead. Everybody show love to Betty Box. I miss Solar. Everybody show love to Solar. As y'all come in, speak to each other, and we thank you, family. We thank you so much. As I was saying, our live streams are meant to be interactive, informative first, interactive, protective and respectful, transparent, and troll free. Yeah, I pulled that now. So understand that. Now our live streams are regularly scheduled on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm a Texas guy, so I'm on Central Time. So you got to check it. It should say your time zone. So we appreciate you. And we have impromptu live streams like we've had. So always click your notifications on so you'll be aware of the next video. Here's our contact and donation information. And if you need to contact me, I do respond. Here, your opinion matters, family. Your opinion matters. Okay. But we want to keep it troll free as much as possible. The trolls are in here with us. I pulled up a slide about 2 or 3 live streams ago, and that troll had to come out. He had to show his head, and I got him up out the paint again. He don't know I understand his weaknesses. Yeah, that expert troll showed his face. He come and asked me a question in my on my channel, then went right over and asked another veteran the same exact question. You understand? Another veteran channel trying to create confusion, because I knew the kind of question that they asked, they were knowledgeable about what they were doing. It's like a surgeon saying, which type of scalpel should I use to cut this particular muscle? Well, if you know all that, you know what you're doing, right? I got them up out the paint. You hear what I said? Whenever you see trolls, you got to know how to handle them. Put this in the chat if you suspect trolls. Don't call nobody out. But if you sense it, I know how to handle trolls. Yes, indeed. We have symbols for that. Yes. Now, Betty Bob says we have 6 likes, 17 watching. Smash that like button. You, the landlord, and it owes you rent. Boy, y'all cutting up. Now, listen, look, we got somebody new in here. Anchor Age Pepper. Now, isn't that a good one? I like that one now. Show love to Anchor Age Pepper. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Jason M. The farm girl say, when the temps dip below 0, my internet comes and goes, so I will be slow going tonight. Our brother Charlton said the same thing. What's your symbol for trolls in your family? Let us know what your symbol is. We're about to get right into the information here. So JC Jarhead say, I know how to handle the trolls. Yes, indeed. Put that symbol out. You hear? Get that troll symbol. Put that troll emoji. Learn how to do it. Yes, Betty. Jason say, no trolls. You understand what I'm saying? They see us working together. Our brother, the old salty old Marine, he sent me a very touching message, man. And I went to find it. I couldn't see it, so I went over on his channel. He thankful, shouting his channel out. Why we got to be fake? Why I got to pretend like I'm all right with people when the camera's on, but when the camera's off, I'm like, oh, man, get on away from me. Nah, that ain't real. That's trolling. What's your symbol for trolls? Put them in there, family. You can put a mole in there. Trolls are moles. Oh, boy. Look at that troll right there, that fox. Uh-huh. Look at that. Oh, got a female troll on there. I see you, Solar. 66 say that goat. Uh-huh. Bad. Then hello from North Louisiana. Yes, indeed. Yes. Let us know what state you're shouting out from, family. Let us know. We cutting up now. Now, family, we hear about teamwork. I have no ego to inflate or offend, but what I won't do is waste y'all time. And trolls are time wasters. Huh? H-Town, I saw that person here and the other channel. Yeah, they had a real dark emoji. You understand? And they act cool. You know, they come in tiptoeing, the 4 T's. The first thing they do, they tiptoe in. Hey, everybody, they say supportive stuff. Then they twist, meaning they pivot and come up with a different message. Hey, how do you answer this? I answered the question for him. He didn't say thank you. He come back with another complex question that could have multiple solutions, and I didn't say nothing. And he didn't use that question, but he went and asked the other person the first question that I answered. That's why I know they was trying to trip me up. You hear what I said? Come on now, because the troll got to show their face. Remember, I got your image, your real image. That's right. Look at tiptoeing. They tiptoeing to the tulips. Then they come in. That's the first T of the 4 T's. Then after they come in, they tiptoe. They twist. They change their message. Then the third thing is they start trolling a little bit, and when they get caught, they just The last thing they do is what? Tap out. They just crash out on you, huh? 4T's, family. Go look at our video on it. See, look at it say, Zombie, he say, get out of here. Live, Alaska. Yes, indeed. Cold. Then we got Farm Girl say frozen tundra, Minnesota, negative 27 degrees. Then we got Jimmy in here. Jimmy, what's going on? Everybody show love to Jimmy. Everybody show love. Make sure y'all show love to I hope I didn't miss him. Come on now. The one with the little Anchor Pepper. But show love to both of them. Did you hear what I said? Jimmy in the house coming. I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream. You understand? A place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. What's up, H-Town and chat? I am coming to your live from Tennessee to Tennessee. Yes, indeed, family. Come on now. Don't forget to hit that like button, 66 says. That boosts the algorithm. You understand? Already smashed that like button. Come on now. Now he said, oh, he's talking to Farm Girl. So when you put the at somebody, you don't read it. And if you're just saying hi after the first few, we move on. Jimmy says, negative 27 degrees. Holy icy. Yeah. Farm Girl said, yes, sucks. No mountains to the north to stop the Arctic wind. And then we got Army, U.S. Army grunt in here. Everybody show love. When they come into the room, greet them, please, my family. He says, H-Town, hello, sir. Hope you had a great day, sir. Yes, the channel has just been blowing up, family. What can I say? Okay. Charlton say, I'll watch later, desktop freezing for now. Yeah, see if you can watch on your phone if you can, or you can catch it later. We are here. You hear what I said? Betty Bob says 17 likes and 17 watching. Family, we about to get this thing kicked off. We just greeting, and we're going to get ready to get on topic. Anchorage P, love that Bill, what is that? Bill the cat profile. Okay. And he say, Jason say, let's get H-Town up with Raider, 10,000 subscribers. Well, get me to as much you can get me to. We want our brother Raider. We ain't competing with him, but you're right. We all need to come up together. That's good. And I thank Raider and the salty old Marine and the salty Marine for being so kind. And now look how check this out. Peep Game and the Green Logbook. Come on, all these people. See, when you doing things right, you ain't got to go seek attention. What I was taught in that little old Baptist church I grew up in, if you want to be seen, go somewhere and hide. Start a fire. And you ain't got to be the one to start the fire, but you can come somewhere, you can put something on the fire. Huh? Everybody ain't got to be, if everybody going to be in the church, if everybody in the front, who going to follow? Oh, fam, let's get on started now. We caught up on that. Yes, indeed. Fam, we going to have fun here. Yes, indeed. See, this is a place where we come. It's a central place where we come together and we communicate. That's the purpose. I'm a facilitator, okay? Whether you are part of the chat, you're a content creator, all are welcome. You hear me? Now, what we do is verify information. And if somebody call themselves testing me, I don't know everything, and I answer them, the tell is they won't, if they had bad intent, they're not going to say, well, you were right. They can't say that. Yes, indeed. That's the catch. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to try that. Then they're saying hi. And anyone else I missed. Yes, indeed, Farm Girl. Verify all information, whether it comes from me or any other content creator, veteran, the VA. You better verify anything you get from the VA. That way you won't say, well, I just believed in you. No, don't believe in me, believe in yourself. Verify the information. And my goal is always bring solid information. So our videos that we've had, new releases, number one, going toward 400 views. This one here, this is a live stream, not a short video. This one here, the 4 advantages of having a 100% permanent and total rating. Okay, and we break down a lot. We show what scheduler ratings are and non-scheduler. I mean, scheduler, non-scheduler meaning extra scheduler, non-scheduler and extra scheduler, permanent ratings, and what? Temporary ratings. Family, come on now. Go check the video out from last night. This one is already up to 1,500 views, almost 1,450 views or so. 1,450 views, almost 1,500. Yes, indeed, family. Let's get to it. Keep watching the videos, and we appreciate everything that you do. Watch this video where Raider HQ, who is a Raider, tells you the truth about there's some things that when it comes to making decisions on our claims, information that we're not privy to. They got secrets in there, and he breaks it down for us. Now listen here. Anchor Rage Pepper says, icon. So I go as far as to say these types of channels are finally breaking it down that veterans understand, how to present their claim in the best light. Yeah, you don't do cookie cutter. If everybody going there with the same thing, you going to play where they coach you, they watch too. The Raiders be watching to see if you fraudulent. Raider is good people. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Raider told people to come over to my channel and go over there and check him out. Now, here we go. What we got here, fam? He breaks down Raider HQ. I question and he answers. I like to be the facilitator. He answers questions about sleep apnea from a Raider's perspective and the new changes and why they're making the changes. Watch that video. And we went over part of the video that's we going over tonight. We're going to finish reacting on the first half. We only did a snippet before. Like cooking, presentation counts with the VA. 2 parts. Make sure that you get the information, if you're able to articulate to the best of your ability what your symptoms are. When you go to a mechanic, you're telling that mechanic what's wrong with your car. You go to a doctor, you tell them what's wrong with you. You're not there to talk with a mechanic about what's working on your car. You're there to talk about what's not working, right? Come on, fam, let's do this. Watch our video on the do's and don'ts in COP exam. Raider helped us break that down too. And it's a full video where I put information on all this. Then we talk about how people try to treat whether it's the government, some anti-veteran veterans, or even civilians that try to view our VA compensation as handouts. And it's not. We earn these. Smash that like button if you haven't had a chance to do so far. Smash it. We appreciate it. Now we're about to get on topic, family. So thank you, everybody. Let's focus. Have your questions as much as possible about what's going on, what we're doing right now. It'll be more edifying for people that are watching this live and recorded, okay? And the topic for today is Congress trying to cut government red tape or veteran disability benefits? Save your answer. I guess you can say how you feel about it, but we're going to answer it at the end. So family, we're talking about all this red tape. When they was trying to do our benefits, they got to do all type of research. It ain't working. But when they want to give Medal of Honor winners $100,000 a year, right? From $1,400 a year to $100,000 a year, Nobody knew about it, and it was done like that. No committee, no review, no nothing. Am I right? Come on now. Come on. Let's talk about it. Now we're going to get into this. Fair use family. We're going to thank you. Fair use. This is for educational and informative purposes only. And the first thing that we're going to cover is the introduction. All right. So family, I thank you and I appreciate you. We have 21 likes and 21 watching. Family, we about to do this. So bear with me while we make the transition. We thank you so much because we have several screens that we have to have open to make sure we're doing this thing right. You understand? Now, let me see. All right, we got to get to, we're going to it now, family. So first thing we're going to do is the introduction. And as we said, fair use, fair use. This is for educational and informative purposes only. And as we go over it, everybody's welcome. This is going to be an interactive live. Huh? Come on with it. Let's do this here. We're going to start off with the introduction.
I don't even know. Anyway, thank you for coming today, everyone in the audience. Thank you for attending the committee hearing today in Disability Assistance Memorial Affairs. Chair may declare recess at any time. The subcommittee hearing will come to order. Good afternoon. Again, thank you to our witnesses for being here today. This afternoon, the subcommittee is examining the VA schedule for rating disabilities, otherwise known as the Varsity, and the Department of Efforts modernizing this system. The Varsity is the scale that determines how the veteran's service-connected conditions are evaluated, which then determine a veteran's eligibility for benefits, overall disability ratings, and ultimately the amount of tax-free money they receive each month.
Oh, did he have to put in there tax-free? Did he have to, why he dry snitching? He's a veteran, and from what I remember, a disabled veteran. Why is he dry snitching? Disability pay tax money and tax-free. Did he have to do all that? What was that all about? Does he sound a little salty? Is he gonna cut back his benefits? Now this is a veteran he claimed to be.
Varsity is incredibly overcomplicated. It is important to step back and know that the schedule affects real lives. It
affects real lives. They got all these kind of terms. Make it easier. Support the veteran. Man, give us what y'all gave to the Medal of Honor winners, huh? That lied for you and put us down to get their money. The ones that did it. Talking about that Dakota Meyer. Give us that. Now you speak freely. I'm just giving my opinion. Hello, we got, okay, everybody's showing love. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna start up here with we're gonna call you Rage Pepper. When has the government ever done something positive when they cut money or programs? I don't have an answer for that. Now listen to what Brother Jimmy says. Brother Jimmy says they want us to fight their wars, but not pay the tab when we come back. What is that? Dented. What is that? What's that term? I'm trying to remember. Now Jimmy says from all the Congress hearings they are having, they're going to make it harder. They say they want to make it simple. Huh? That's what they, now we got somebody new in the chat. We got Jeffrey Wellborn in here says they could give us money. They give illegals that come here illegally. I can't even argue with that. If you got money for them, why you ain't giving us our paper? Because we need a higher cost of living. Show love in here, fam. Show love. Y'all are chatting away. Now I say I'm gonna read some of them in a minute. Give me a second. I gotta continue with the video because we got clips that we're going to look at, not actually the whole video.
Allows VA to deliver compensation to veterans for their service-connected disabilities and ensure all veterans are evaluated at the same standard. Congress created the varsity with a clear purpose to compensate veterans for the average impairment caused by their service-connected disabilities to their earnings capacity.
Now, he got kind of slick with that earning capacity. Yeah, but they changed the game when they created 100% permanent total because it's difference. TDIU and unemployability, they are based on that. They are based on working capacity, not 100% permanent total. Don't ask me. Hopefully Raider would come in here and back me up because I'm sweating like a prostitute in church. They're going to say, where the facts at, H-Town? We got Jeffrey, everybody saying hi, 24 likes and 23 watching. And we got Just Perkins says they're a bunch of greedy bastards. Hey, he said it, I didn't say it. But I agree. Listen to what Raider say. Hey, y'all, listen to me. The family's in there. Thank you, Raider. I've already sent you the link, brother. So if you want to come up, you sure will be helpful. Look, am I putting pressure on him? Or you can sit back and relax. You understand? Now, Farm Girl say, hi, Justin. Yes, they are. See, they make it sound good. Soothing words. See, Dr. King, this is his birthday. He did a sermon back in the day. You know what the sermon was? It wasn't about the 10 commandments. It was about the 11th commandment. And you know what he said in this sermon? You need to go look it up because he was a very effective preacher and gifted preacher. He wasn't just a civil rights leader. He said, people not trying to live by, a lot of people nowadays are not trying to live by the 10 commandments. They trying to live by the 11th commandment. Thou should not get caught. That's what he said. He says, all right to lie as long as you wrap your lie in the truth. It's all right to hate somebody as long as it appears that you're loving them while you wrap it in the garments of love while you're hating them. Thou should not get caught. That's the 11th commandment. Huh? Is Congress living by the 11th commandment? Talk slick to us. Come on now. What's really going on? What they really want from us, family? Huh? Somebody let me know. Oh, he driving. Don't you do that. You drive, brother, especially in this weather. You be safe and listen. Oh, Lord, let me be quiet. So everybody say evening HQ. Everybody showing love to everybody. Jeffrey Wellborn said, with a clear standard, you mean double standard. Raider HQ from Betty Bops. Everybody showing love in here. Everybody showing love to Raider. And Jay Oliver's in the house. Show love to our brother Jay Oliver. He said, I'm driving. Now, I hope you're driving. Are you driving or is it self-driving car, my brother? Come on now. Now, listen to what Jimmy says. I certainly don't see them clean red tape from congressional pension. Wow. I want you to give me some good news, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm looking for some good news. Everybody speaking. I think Jimmy said he heard about us from you, Raider. Now, Jeffrey Wellborn says, veterans are not rated the same. I can't prove that, oh, Lord. It seemed like it's not, I don't know. Now, Betty says, Raider HQ, are you feeling better? Now, that's what's important now. Jay say, Farm Girl say, Jay, drive carefully. Now, Jay driving too? I thought it was Raider driving. Jay, you be careful if you're driving. Oh, family, y'all just showing the love. Now, look what they say here. Solar says, red tape is how they hide all that money under the table. Y'all know H-Town showed it to you. Didn't we go back and I showed you? They went before Congress and never had a balanced budget. The VA can't even balance their own budget. How can they properly dispense VA benefits? Thank God for people like Raider and other people that are doing a legitimate job. And we appreciate that Miss Tan stood up for us. Let's talk about it. I think Farm Girl said, wasn't you driving too? Boy, y'all on that road in the snow, y'all. Coast in the house. Coast in the house. Now let's get back to it, fam. Fair use, fair use. Come on, let's get back to it.
The rating schedule was created in 1945. While parts of it have been updated over time, the overall framework remains unchanged. In 2007, VA Advisory Committee on Disability Compensation concluded that the rating schedule was outdated and recommended a full review of all 15 body systems. VA formally began the effort in 2009 with a plan to complete this work by 2016. 10 years later, VA has only completed a review of 11 body systems out of the total 15. According to the testimony provided in a Senate hearing last year, VA has now extended its timeline to 2026.
And the body system, I believe it deals with mental health, different parts of the rating, what they rate, the different categories of disabilities. Let me know if I'm wrong, fam. Now, here we go. And we have 14. The only reason I put all 15 on my list is because it didn't have room on my little notebook. Now listen, Jeffrey say, do you remember when the 10 million came up short and they took that as an executive pay raise and they had paid the money back? The money is still not paid back. Oh man, I remember. We covered that here. Now we got Rage Pepper says they are all trying to understand the VA process via YouTube. I mean, we are trying to understand the VA claims process via YouTube. Having the proper diagnosis and medical evidence is how we get rated properly. And proper diagnosis, medical evidence showing a connection between your military service and that diagnosis in the evidence and a measure of the severity level. Family, come on, let's talk about it. Now, listen what Betty says. They want to take away our benefits. That is where they are getting that 100,000 per year. Wow, 140,000. Am I pocket watching them? Now, listen what I think I got. What Jimmy got? Jimmy got some little signs up there. I don't. Better about say 26 watching, 26 likes. Then we have, this is an interactive live stream, family. So I will be reading the chat as we go along because this is meant to be interactive. So this is not like the information from last night where we went on through it. And of course, we going right into it with y'all now. Well, we answered the question last night too. 66 say, that's how they funnel money to their friends. We have to account for about every penny in our house. Don't we have to do it? But they say we live in big. Now look what Brother Jeffrey says. We have been rated on an old scale and what jobs we could do in the 1940s. And yeah, but we got to watch when they change it, they don't use it against us. Everybody's speaking. Come on now. Ronnie's in the room. Disabled Ronan. He said, hey fam, it's all good, brother. It's all good. You understand? Now let's get back to it.
Again, this is more than 10 years beyond the original goal. VA has made progress, but it is inconsistent thus far, in my personal opinion. The veterans of today deserve a system that evaluates their disabilities based on the medical evidence of today's medical practices. The respiratory, endocrine, musculoskeletal, and digestive systems have been updated in the past 10 years, but several important systems remain unfinished. The neurological, cardiovascular, and hematologic systems are still in various stages of review, despite many of these conditions being common and often complex. Mental health remains the most concerning. VA proposed updates to the mental health rating criteria in 2022.
Yes, they got to it. You know why? Say, you hear today's practice? Now listen, family, I want y'all to rate the Congress from 1 to 10, okay? I want you to rate how good of a job they're doing when it's come to veteran benefits. Because they did pass the PACT Act. Now, they did do some good stuff. So you're going to rate them from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How good of a job you think Congress is doing? Rate them on a scale. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Okay, Congress. I did not ask them to put my Lord. Look here. I said 1 to 10. You see what my brother Rage Pepper said? A -8. Oh, Lord. They're going the opposite way. Our brother, Disabled Ronan, says that a -10. He gives Congress a -10. My Lord. Jeffrey Wellborn says 0. Now let's listen. Jay Oliver says a 1. Okay. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 10? Okay, I got a 5. Hold on. I'm gonna get to your statement, Raider. Now, a -10, both parties. That is a -10. Wow. Look, Solar says, oh, come on, let me get my face on here. Maybe 2. I put my water down and I didn't have my desk lock. It goes up and down, and my desk started going down like a demon. Oh, Solar say 2.5. Wow, 2.5 stars. Now listen, Jimmy says 5. Everybody show love to Jimmy. Okay, then we have 66 says 4. No, Raider. You inside the system. You got to give the people hope. You got to go out there and tell them it's going to be okay, Raider. Hold on. Raider, reconsider your answer. Reconsider. You have to give the people hope. Oh, I'm not trying to trigger you tonight. Now, Jeffrey say they would not like me in charge. I would fire all of them. Wow. Mike say a -7. Family, how is this going to look when y'all getting ready to vote if y'all got this kind of attitude toward them? Now, listen what Jay Oliver said. Jawhead, ooh, hoorah. Then we got Justin Perkins say, I wouldn't even hire them to tie my shoe. Oh, no, Betty Bops, you took it too far, Betty Bops. She said -200. That's off the scale, sister. This is your government. This is your country. Huh? You're the one pledged allegiance to that flag when you were in school. You're the one that raised your right hand and said that you would defend your country against any opposition, both foreign and domestic. Now you don't even support your own government? Jeffrey says, they have not walked in my shoes. Real talk. Why don't y'all support them? It's because they're out of touch. And I'm about to get back. I want to get to Raiders' comment because that's a deep statement. Farm Girl Rub say, I would trust any of them with savings account. No. Would I trust any of them with savings account? No. Oh, y'all are good evening, everyone. Boom, nailed it in the house family. We growing together. And y'all know, I'm telling y'all, the old Salty Marine came in last live stream yesterday and showed up and showed out. You hear what I said? And he sent me a message, had me kind of, in knots saying, thank you for recommending my channel. I'm like, it's all right. I had something in my eye. I wasn't crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard. I'm a G. You know what I'm saying? Now, Farm Girl say, would I trust any of them to watch my dog? No. What about your goats, though, sister? Would you trust them to watch your goats? They need less care. Now, listen. Farm Girl Rubber say, evening boom, we are raging on Congress. Did I set it up? I didn't know that y'all have. I got Family, look, I can't keep, because y'all keep going, so I gotta get back up the Raider question. Let me get the Raider question up top, because I didn't know y'all gonna be going on like this. Did I trigger you? Now listen to what Raider HQ, and if you haven't had a chance to, go over to his channel. Many of the people you see in the room are from his channel. But if you're new here, Raider HQ is a VA Raider that breaks it down and helps veterans, and he's a veteran himself. Come on now. Now, Liz Raider said a system based on medical evidence is not useful if the examiner will not actually diagnose you right or overturn legitimate evidence. See, that's the problem. See, when you change the rules in the middle of the game, that's called cheating. Okay? Think about it like this here. I always use the mechanic analogy. If you come there and that evidence there, and you, I'm getting mad, that mechanic improperly diagnosed your vehicle, that's going to cost you more money. That's going to cost you more suffering. That's going to cost you more headache. That might cost you to lose your vehicle if they misdiagnosis. And in our case, we're not a vehicle. We could lose much more, and it could damage our lives and our families. Now, let me see. Lord, I got to get back up here. They saying, welcome, boom. I got to catch. Now, I'm stirring y'all up. I'm throwing y'all the red meat tonight, huh? Let me pull them up on the screen, because I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I want y'all to know, that's him talking up there. Huh? Am I throwing him under the bus? He's a fellow. I want you to take in the fact he said he's a fellow military veteran. That he said he went to the VA before. Betty say, thank you, HQ Raider. The informed girl said, Raider isn't going to blow smoke up your butts. Why people like being lied to? Raider be over there telling the truth, and people sometimes don't want to hear it. Now, Jay Oliver says, here comes the boom. Raider equals great white hope. He said it. I didn't do it. Disabled Runner said, oh, I ain't said it. He said it. Some of my best friends are white, but you don't see me with my best friends. So what that say about me? Oh, Lord. Now, listen. Boom nailed it, said something to our sister. So now, listen to what Raider says. Congress is different. -7 is being kind. Okay, Congress is a different beast. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says, boom, it's that the same thing. They talk, they crazy. Yes, indeed. LOL. True, everybody laughing on. I'm trying to catch up, boy. Y'all are cutting up. They are out of touch. Now, if you feel like Congress is out of touch, like 66 says, I want you to put a finger in the chat or a hand in the chat. Huh? Put a finger or a hand in the chat, or write the word finger in the chat if you feel that Congress is out of touch. Now, Solar says, oh, wait, I forgot they left the Blue Falcon in, so I'm changing ton 10, -10 to a -10. Okay. Now, listen, everybody show love to Big Rock. I support the Constitution, not a person or political party. Okay, but what about if they represent you? Don't we have to follow what they say, Big Rock? Glad you joined us, though. We'd love your personal opinion on it. Now, Betty says, H-Town, I raised my hand in school and I protected my country. When I came home, I got treated worse than the greeter at Costco. Wow. Man, you got treated worse. Wow. Sister, I apologize for that, and I'm here with you. I experienced some blowback. I can't say I didn't now, but not as rough as you saying to my. Now listen to my knowledge. Listen to what Jeffrey Wellborn says. Salty Marine got tore up from the floor up on unleash the beast. Let me see. No, we ain't gonna be. I don't know about all that. That's your opinion. I ride with my brother. He's always had solid information. That's your opinion. But Salton Marine, he says a lot of things I say. So if you got issue with him, you got to take it over there. Okay, now, Jeffrey, we don't be slamming other people because they're not here to defend themselves. All right. So let's not make comments about other people that are not in the chat if we not, if they not here to defend themselves when it comes to it. Is that fair? Now, okay. And Henry say, what's fam? Yeah, we don't take digs at people here. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, once policy goes to the national level, it's just a whole new level of corruption. I don't play their games anymore. Keeping people divided. Yes, indeed. Now, we don't want you to cheerlead here with us. We're not trying to get that. Now, I want you to understand that. What we want to do is you need to stay on the topic that we doing. Because, see, where I come from, if a dog will bring a bone, he'll take one away. And ain't nobody going to be saying I'm talking bad about my brother. If I got something to say somebody, everybody in there know. If H-Town got something to say somebody, he going to say it to their face. So I don't think it's cool to do that, okay? And I would appreciate an apology for that. Okay? Mr. I think it's Wellborn. I appreciate an apology for that. Now, Solar says, we don't need no goats that talk like congressmen. Oh, no, indeed. Solar says, so true, Raider. And then, Farm Girl Rebel, my goats might eat them, so yes, they can try and take care of my goats. Now, let's see what. Let me see here. So he apologized. I know you better me know, because the thing is, when people are not there to defend themselves, we don't just pick. We get on them because these are our representatives. I understand, everybody got their opinion, but now, that's my brother. People, my people, until they prove otherwise, they do me wrong. We thank you. See, that's all we ask. But we don't mind you have your opinion, but you're gonna have to deal with the person when they're in your face. Where I come from, if we got a problem, we say, I'm gonna come see you. And we only hear your side. We don't know what happened on the other side. You reporting the story, and that ain't our business anyway, because that's not the focus of the channel. But thank you for apologizing. See how we handle that? We like when Don came up the other night. Don came in. He wasn't just like your statement, bro. You all right. But his statement was like way left field against all veterans. But we heard him out because he spoke his mind. We respect that. That's okay to have a difference of opinion. We're not trying to kumbaya everything. Now, let me see. Family, y'all are chatting away here. And, yeah, brother, you welcome here. Don't worry about nothing. Because I done said all kind of stuff. Oh, boy, nobody cut up like me. But family, much love. Now, listen, the 8th is they should be following what we say, not the other way around. We elect them to be a voice for us. Let's see if they're a voice for us, family. Let's see if they're a voice for us. Y'all got so many chats that we got to get through this.
But those changes have not been finalized. As a result, one of the most heavily relied upon portions of the rating schedule continues to operate under criteria that many believe no longer reflects modern clinical understanding or the full scope of functional impairment that veterans experience. Just as important, VA has not undertaken a comprehensive review of the economic component of the rating schedule. That component is supposed to connect medical findings to loss of earning capacity. Without updating this, the system risks drifting further away from its statutory purpose of benefiting veterans. This uneven modernization has real consequences on the veterans community and their families. When rating criteria are outdated and inconsistent, examiners and raters are left actually just to fill the gaps. That increases the likelihood that similar claims are handled differently. Recent GAO reporting has highlighted inconsistent outcomes for similar conditions, outdated medical and occupational criteria, and quality review processes that are not strong enough to catch errors before they affect veterans.
So they seem like they're here for us. He's trying to catch the errors before they affect veterans. Is that why you're changing the policy to make it easier for us, sir? Is that why you're doing it?
VA's current quality assurance approach relies on limited samplings that often fail to identify broader area trends, and too often problems are discovered only after decisions have already been issued, leading to rework, appeals, and additional delays. Systems matter, standards matter, and today oversight obviously matters. And I'll close with this. For veterans, the disability rating process is not an abstract policy exercise. It is often the moment when they sit across from the system and ask for help, sometimes years after they left the military. When the process feels outdated, inconsistent, or confusing, veterans do not lose confidence in a form or regulation. They lose confidence when they ask for help. Where will it be? Modernizing the rating schedule is not just about updating language or revising criteria. It's about trust. It is about ensuring that when a veteran raises their right hand and serves, the system they return to is worthy of that commitment.
I don't know all that old black and swerve of commitment. That's a whole bunch of who shot John talk. Come on now. Let me see. I got to catch some. I'm going to start kind of at the bottom. So we got Termar says Congress 1.5. We got 35 likes and 35 watching, family. Then we have Brother Joliver said Latrell brothers, that's him. Brothers are veterans are supposed to like him. He's supposed to be a veteran too. Is supposed to understand that lone survivor, what lone survivor means, because it's starts with a band of brothers and sisters fighting alongside each other and trying to win a group war. When did we become so divided? When did we become so segmented where we have veterans that are anti-veteran going before Congress, going on social medias, throwing us under the bus? That's why I say if we have any disagreement with our fellow veterans, if we can reach them, you try to catch them. You know, what did Nicodemus? He came to Jesus by night. Huh? Family, you know, I ain't going to be able to catch all the chat right now, and I apologize because y'all chatting away. Now, I haven't heard any policy changes about tightening up the lackluster CMP contractors. They hurt veterans too. I haven't heard anything about the contractors. Boom, he nailed it, says, hot take. If they want to pay less in disability or have less at 100%, then give the 100% benefits on a sliding scale for everyone, 50% plus. Many want 100% of the benefits, not just the money. The benefits are so critical. He sure is talking a lot without saying much, isn't he? Yes, Jimmy. Now, Big Rock said, LOL, it's about like whatever they change the tax code, whenever they change the tax code, it never benefits the middle class or poor. And they targeting us, fam. Now we got the destroyers coming in here. Our brother said, and I apologize because, you know, it's hard to go back in the chat. We'll try to catch up with it later. Coach say, why no veteran representation at this meeting? We're going to talk about representation in a minute. You triggered me, Coasty. It's one of my slides. You triggered me, Coasty. Without veterans, there is no VA. Come on now. +1 on the hot take. Yes, indeed. Then he's showing love. The destroyer is coming. Then Jeffrey says, I thought I saw today's secretary said no more CMP exam. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised what come out of his mouth. I wouldn't even say verify the information. He get in front of the camera, he started talking. It was selected. Oh, yes, family. Oh, it's about to be trouble up in here. And family, I thank y'all. We about to pull our brother up, Raider HQ in the house. And we know he has a busy thing he doing on his channel, but every chance we can get him, we'll get him over here. Now, let's pull our brother up. And we have in the room with us today, Raider HQ, brother. Did you make it home safe, first of all? And how's
Oh,
your
I
day?
did. Yeah. Sorry, I was out and about. You do have obligations, and no matter how sick you are, you gotta still do them.
Yeah, I don't understand. Raider's been under the weather, but he's been pulling through. And I hope we trying. So I remember I don't get sick often, but when I did, I was sick for a good 3 weeks to a month. What is going on nowadays?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Farm Girl say take that like button out for a ride. Now, yes, sir. So tell us what's going on with you today. Everybody's showing love.
Oh, nothing much. I just had a lot of obligations today, and it's a holiday, so we're just kind of mostly housebound, just kind of doing my thing.
Okay. Now, brother, what do you think of the topic for today?
I definitely think that 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Like, I think that there is obviously some desire to cut red tape, and this is going to be heavily speculation on my part, right?
It's okay.
But if you don't understand how something works and you try to change aspects of it, like you had a car analogy earlier. Imagine if you're not a mechanic and you want to change how the engine works. How do you think that'll turn out?
I'm going to bring my hammer, and a hammer fix anything.
It will, if you just swing it hard enough. And I think that, like, to be honest with you, there are some things about cutting red tape. You had played some of the video there where the gentleman was talking about how the quality review system is done, and it's not like oftentimes trends are not found until months or years later. Yes. That is the truest statement that I could have ever have heard, because it's true. If you only have 3, if you do 100 claims a month and they only pull 3 for quality, that's not a good sample at all.
Okay.
So yeah, but they're not actually changing that, right? Like, they talk about it, but they're not actually changing it. They're changing the body systems and updating it to a more modern thing, which modern is subjective. What do we mean by that?
What they're talking about, I don't want to get to it far ahead. They talking about modernizing the DSM-V5. How can you modernize something that's an outside reference for mental health conditions? How can you modernize? They kind of all over the place. How are you going to modernize something that's put together, I believe, by psychiatrists and psychologists? Excuse me? Well, the person was like, what? Yeah, every 3 to maybe 8 years. Why that long? Because it takes time to develop research in order to make changes in a book like that affects non-veterans and veterans.
Yeah. I'm a little confused too, because the DSM-5 is currently utilized in rating. Like, it's currently utilized by the examiners. Like, the DSM-5 is currently in effect. So I don't know, like, he was saying making changes to it or something like that. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? The only thing I can think of is they're talking about doing the assessment differently. You know how the proposed changes for mental health are, to where it's no longer about checking certain boxes for certain symptoms. It's literally how does your disability impact you, and how severely and how frequently, which I agree with. I think that I like that change for the most part. But and Jimmy, they can't use AI. I'm sorry.
That's what I was about to ask you. But they told us AI was going to be the solution to these claims and making decisions.
can't make decisions because number one, AI, like this is just my opinion. I'm not a computer software engineer or anything like that, but I'm just going to give my uneducated 2 cents on it, okay? AI works good with consistency and structure.
Okay.
The fact that the AI would have to track all the different changes that happen on a daily basis would make it to where the answers, like AI couldn't keep up with that. AI wouldn't be able to problem solve which one of these things do I believe. These two things are at odds with each other. Which one wins? AI can't do that.
Are you saying that raters sometimes have to make subjective decisions or choose one or the other, my brother?
The least wrong. Yes,
Oh,
that is
God.
a commonality of which one of these situations is the least wrong.
The lesser of two evils?
Yeah, because you've got to do something with the claim. So let me give you an example. The VSR doesn't order the exams that were required to be ordered. They just send the claim ready for decision. The rater at that point in time, the claim has been done in a way that is not intended per the process. The process is that the VSR adequately and accurately assesses whether or not the exams are done. Then once everything is done, if it's sent to the rater with no exams done, then that was intended to be that there wasn't enough evidence for those exams to be done. The problem is that a lot of the times the raters are dealing with circumstances or situations that are outside of what the normal process is. So this person didn't do the right thing, so now I've got to figure out how to fix it.
Okay.
Like that's if you're kind of ever wondering how I can just read like half a sentence of what somebody says and get the gist of it, is because I have been conditioned to the point of trying to figure out how broken something is and just trying to solve it. Like it's a skill.
How long did it take you to kind of hone in that skill? Was it in your first
3
few
years.
years? 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, go ahead. We have Spider Tech in here, games, and he's saying something good. Let's see. Okay, now new claims and presumptives should be quicker. Jimmy, do you agree with Jimmy? If you have shorter questions, we'll try to answer some of them. He says new claims and presumptives should be quicker. Is that usually the case?
No and yes. So new claims require you to have to get a bunch of evidence, right? So
Okay.
you're trying to prove element 1, element 2, element 3. A presumption is all you pretty much need is element 1 and element 2. So I think the claims are going right now, 3 months is a healthy amount of time. Because if you go any faster than that, the baby's going out with the bathwater. Because you can only go so fast. Like, remember Philadelphia? Remember that guy went really, really, really fast, right?
And
that's
look
what
happened.
happens. Yeah, and that's what happens when 84% or something, 85% have errors in them. Speed tapers off, like efficiency and whatnot, like accuracy tapers off after you go so fast.
Does electronic records help speed up the process?
Yes, and we're already there. So, like, whenever a veteran submits a claim, oftentimes, not all the time, AI will pull the veteran's records for them, and that speeds up the process by, it not too much time, like maybe a day's savings, but the fact of the matter is that it at least gets done. When AI does like routine things like pulling records so that way they're available, it means that somebody can't mess up and not get them. So it's faster, it's better. It's better whenever the system does pull the electronic records. But when the system tries to figure out whether or not there's evidence enough to do an examination, it's a hot fucking mess. Like it doesn't, it can barely do exams for increase with some kind of sufficiency for hypertension. And that's just numbers, right? Just finding blood pressures in the system. Like that's the easy, it doesn't have to even think. It just has to find them. And if they meet a certain criteria, then they should get an exam, you know, or they should get an increase.
Okay, now Jimmy says, y'all keep it kind of short. I can read them. 90 days is a good time. Is that a good time? 90 days for a claim? Okay, 90 days.
90 days is about, like, let's say that there's nothing wrong with the claim. Like there's no, like, let's say everybody had their Wheaties and nobody's fucking up anything, then yeah, 90 days is good. It's the moment when you start playing a game of telephone of stupid ideas or stupid choices, when things spiral out of control and a 90-day claim turns into a 6-month claim, because you'll get a claim that is so jacked up that it's worse than had they just withdrawn the claim and filed it again because of the actions of the staff members. Sometimes people can do very bizarre things that make bad things happen.
Oh, bizarre. On the side of the raider, on the side of the veteran, on the side of the who?
I would say the VSR who is reviewing for whether or not an exam is needed. So in that situation, like, let's say that the VSR orders you an exam, but they forget to add all the evidence in there, right? That's not helpful to you because the examiner comes back and goes, no, there's no diagnosis. Well, that's not an accurate assessment. Oh, John Michael. You gotta be careful with John Michael.
It's a Captain Philip rubber stamp.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Now, rated, is there a reason why someone service connected 1997 and his medical records have never been pulled and uploaded in VA system? Just wondering.
Yeah, that's easy to answer. It's basically that it has to do with the repositories in which your records were held. Not all, I think it's Lee Summit Station, or it's not station, what is it? It's a FARC, F-A-R-C. It's a 5.9. Anyway, it's one of the repositories is called Lee Summit. And that repository doesn't have everything scanned. You'll have like actual boxes of veterans documents that are still pending scanning. So that's how. Yeah. So it's one of those things that happens. For the most part, the VA has done a good job about shifting all of those FARCs. I don't know what the acronym means, but they're like storage facilities. They've got almost all of them all scanned. So we're not dealing with paper copies anymore. Everything's getting uploaded to the VBMS system. But that's kind of a reason why.
Okay. Now, Boom Nailed It says the BDD, which is the I guess the medical board that people that are getting out of the military take when they're trying to get their VA disability or their percentages. Go ahead.
Benefits before discharge, I think, or I don't know what it's.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, something like that. Anybody know? Put the acronym in the chat. Talking about errors, do you recommend uploading files after the CMP exam if you continue to have doctor appointments related to something you claimed?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because BDD claims work as in, if you get a diagnosis with something, you're going to get granted for something, unless it's considered like fatty liver or a lab finding like low testosterone, something that can't be a disability. For BDD claims, it's a go or no go situation. You either have a disability, and if you have a disability, you get rated, right? That's just the way it is. So if you were given a CMP exam and you didn't have a diagnosis, and your subsequent doctor's appointments allow you to show you have a diagnosis, then the rater can catch that and go, whoa, wait a minute. Or if the rater doesn't even catch it, then Boom Nailed It can catch it and then, do like a higher level review on it and
All
still get
right.
it service connected.
Okay, to be appreciative of our brother Raider After Dark's time, make sure if you ask questions, they're concise because this is an interactive live stream. I want to say that's Solaris. And they say, I think someone changed the spelling of my first name. Will that mess up pulling my records? Oh boy.
No, social security number or what is it? Yeah, basically social security number is going to be what they pull it up for. We've had individuals that have changed their last name, people that have changed their social. We've even had wonky stuff that just makes my soul die, in that they have, one brother took another brother's place and actually like faked his because he was underage and faked his thing, and then he went in and then got injured in service, and then when he got out he tried to
File for
like his
compensation.
compensation, and they were like, they ended up giving it to him at the board,
Even
but
they know who he was?
the board was like, look, regardless of how he got there, he served his country honorably. He got injured in combat. He deserves benefits. Like, how he got there doesn't matter at this point in time. Trust me, that would not be the same decision if the VBA decided it. It would be character discharge issue denied.
But Raider, if you
They're
invite
weird.
me to your house for a birthday party, and then I show up in the stripper mobile with the pole and all, this doesn't the way I package things have relevance? I don't know where that came from, brother. Don't answer the question. now, they giving ideas. Let's see here.
Yeah.
They saying they was lucky. Let me see, because Coasty has a question.
Yeah.
No,
it's
this ain't
gonna
our
go by
topic.
social.
Now, listen, great question. Now, Coasty say, is there a system that suggests to the Raider what the percentage should be, or is it entirely up to the Raider?
It's VBMS R. So VA, yeah, VBMS R for rating. What happens is that the rater is a data entry specialist. So if we're just, I have a video about it, how your rating is made, and I show you what is known as the evaluation builder. It's our practice test system where we can actually like put in the symptoms and test out to see what percentage you would get. But the rater doesn't decide any percentages typically. The VBMS system will. If you check 5 boxes, then the system will spit out a number.
Are you saying that's AI? The one that spits
No.
out the number?
It's not AI. It's like your calculator. If you put 2 + 2 and then hit equals, it'll calculate
Okay.
4. That's what it does. We put in symptoms, and then the system will kick out what the percentage is based upon the 38 CFR Part 4 for that section.
Okay.
The problem is that there are very, very few instances in which the rater has any control over what that number is. If the rater put it in accurately, then the system will dictate like, okay, you're 40%. And the rater can't question that as long as the evidence is all there and true.
Oh.
The
Go ahead.
exceptions are for like mental health has the ability for the rater to either manually adjust the rating decision up 1 level or down 1 level, depending on ancillary evidence. They don't do it very often, but they have that ability.
So the ancillary evidence is not computed into the system. It's
Correct.
handled manually. We learned something new here, family, when it comes to mental health.
Think about it like extra scheduler. So like if you had a bunch of arrests due to your mental health, if you had like extenuating circumstances like losing a job, losing a marriage, you could potentially on a VA form 21-4138 ask the rater to please consider these other non-compensable symptoms like experiences and events that are due to your mental health, but are not accounted for in the rating decision? And could they manually upgrade you to the next level?
Well, that brings an interesting question from me. Well, I think it's interesting. Isn't that self-serving? Would a lay statement help prove severity level from a family member? If you just run out the house in the middle of the night and they're worried, would that help with severity level if you're filing for an increase?
The problem with severity level is that the severity is in the eye of the examiner. So
Okay.
the examiner determines all severity. So even you could have 17 buddy statements, your personal lay statement, and the examiner could either take them as probative and weigh them and include them in their assessment, or they can discount them, some if not all of them, and say, you know what, I just disagree with all those statements. Those don't matter to me. And they have the
Wow.
power to do that. Yeah, like
It-
they have absolute power to do that. And it's not anything that the rater can typically, a rater can't challenge that. So if the examiner's just like, look, your statements are not persuasive, veteran, like veteran family members, I don't agree that you have this diagnosis, then there's not much for the rater to do.
Okay. Raider HQ, we got him here, our brother, and it says C file process takes too long and outdated. Would you think that the C file process is outdated in your opinion?
I do, if I think I know what Jimmy's talking about. If he's talking about the act of getting your C file, yeah, that's a hot mess. We need that to be fast tracked. I mean, we should have that information upon discharge. Like that should be part of our discharge packet is our C file. The whole damn thing should be given to us either on disc, paper copy, 8-track. I don't care at this point in time. Like, it's just as long as we have it, right?
Yes.
Like, how hard is that? Like, how hard is that to give us copies of our stuff upon discharge? It should all be digital.
Yes. Now, our Boom Nailed It said that's the benefits, delivery, and discharge. That's
Yeah.
what's the name, the BDD. I just keep forgetting that. And Jeffrey say, Wellborn says that Coasty, basically you answered his questions so good. And Boom say, awesome, gents. Let me see here. Let's see what you have here, Spider Tech. And says, I know a Vietnam vet had Hep C. They cured him with meds rather than give him a rating for it. It was documented from his records. Now, how does that go if you get something and you're cured from it?
Okay, that's where I don't know if you watch my videos and my live stream. I think you were on the live stream for it, but you know how I was kind of ranting about the acute and transitory thing?
Yes, I was listening quite. Yeah, so it's acute and transitory, so it's not a chronic condition.
Yes, this has been resolved.
Been resolved.
So there's no way to get it actually service connected because you don't have element 1. There's no disability anymore. It's been cured. It's acute. It's transitory. It is resolved. Normally, what should happen is the veteran should have gotten service connected for Hep C. And then if they get it resolved, they get it resolved. And then if the VA finds out about it, they find out about it. That's about how that works historically. But times are changing and not necessarily for the better.
Okay. So you saying that's how they have to find me in the system. Now, Farm Girl says an interesting thing. She say the VA changed my middle name from Ann to Anna. I don't know. Anna, 2 A's. I tried to get it fixed, but eventually gave up. Is there anything she can do about that?
The answer is yes, but no. There's no value added to changing it, to be quite honest with you. There's sometimes somebody can just make like whenever they create your profile, if they fat fingered it, then unfortunately that's kind of what it is. You can get it changed, but I don't like people going into my profile at all for any reason because they could change other stuff too accidentally. I mean, people are
Oh.
dumb. Like I have very little faith currently.
So to go into someone's file, you have to have a purpose or permission or a legitimate reason to do so.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like that's where the Puerto Rico scammers should have gotten in trouble. And that's where the California guys should have gotten in trouble is you typically have to justify why you're touching a claim. Like you can't just pull up some random person's claim because how did you get this? Because most of the time it's social security number based. How did you get that human being's social security number in order to pull them up? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? I mean, this would be something that Farm Girl could maybe call up to the 1-800-827-1000 number and see if Vera, because they're halfsies, like they're not like call center people, God bless them, don't know anything about the process. Vera knows how to at least change some things. So Vera might be a better outcome than just calling the 1-800-827-1000 number. But I don't know.
Would that affect, if you do something in the VA system, will it affect the VHA system, the Veteran Healthcare Administration, like in Blue Button, if you correct your name? Do these two entities communicate with each other in that way?
Sorry. Say that one more time. I just read something very funny.
Okay. And if it's on the chat, let me know. We'll pull it up. Look, does the VHA and the VBA communicate when there's name discrepancies?
No. No, they do not care.
Wow.
Does the social come up? Yes. Are we in the ballpark? Yes. I mean, look, the bar is low. Okay, I'm just going to tell you the bar is low. Like,
in the ballpark. Wow. Go ahead.
I've had people that have had like the weirdest name. Like I know that my name is jacked up in the system and I just don't care. At one point in time, they had me working at the wrong RO. Like they had me working for the VHA when I wasn't working for the VHA. So I was able to look at my own file because it's kind of a really weird story, but
I'm listening if you want to get into it.
Yeah, I was being paid at the time, and they didn't actually, like, they didn't have me down as being like, you have to check certain boxes whenever an employee gets onboarded. And so at the VBA, they thought I worked for a different regional office than I did, and then they thought that I wasn't actually part of the Veteran Service Center, which is the VSR Raider, you know, all that stuff. So I wasn't flagged to not be able to look in my own chart. So I just pulled up my own chart one day and started looking in there. I was like, hell.
You ain't got to say what you found. Were you surprised at some of the things you seen?
Yes, actually. And that's why I recommend why everybody should get, like, obviously we've already talked about this. The process is archaic and Stone Age, but I couldn't, it's read only, right? Like I can't go in there and change anything, but it's read only. And it was just interesting because I found out that I had a kidney. I forgot that I had a kidney injury that I had to go to the hospital for in service. And I was like, wow, I forgot about that.
Totally forgot.
You know, because I had so much else going on, right? So I was injured in other ways. And I'm like, oh man, that's so weird. So yeah, it's always good for people to get a full copy of everything, because especially if you can do a FOIA request for all of the VA's records, because sometimes you'll read chatter in there and you're like, what the hell are they talking about? Exactly. Like none of that even matches reality.
They're making fun of the name. Everybody, we have 47 likes and 35 watching. Let's see. Say use your ID and Social Security, file a NOD, notice of disagreement, to change your name to the correct name. Would you agree with that?
You don't have to do that. No, a notice of disagreement is on an adjudication. Like that's an adjudication thing. So like nods are for something completely different. Like this is just a, hey, stupid, could you just fix my name, please? Like, you know, type thing. Yeah, no, you got my name wrong, you know.
Now, go ahead. Yeah. Now, I want to ask you a couple of things, brother, since I had you here. Let's get one more, then I want to
Sure.
ask you something. Let's see here. It's some things that we've been covering. Let's see if anybody have a question. I'm looking for a question, fam. Put a question mark at the end. Stick. Oh, you talking to somebody?
No,
go ahead.
Mr. Dwayne Kimball emailed me, and I do believe this Saturday we are probably going to be doing a collaboration.
Great. Oh, congratulations. This is great. So we got 2 people that have been in the Raider position. This is interesting. This is good. Are there many Raider veteran channels?
Not that I know of. The person that got me into it his name was the Spiritual Wrestler. Like, that's his handle on YouTube. He started a Raider channel and would talk about benefits. He tapered off over the time period. He retired also, and he's the one that actually got me into it, to creating my own channel. And this was before, because I was looking to see if there were current Raiders who were starting a YouTube channel, because I wanted to start an educational channel, and he kind of let me know about it and the ins and outs a little bit. And yeah, so the beard is impressive, but yeah, he's the one that kind of got me into it, and he comments on the channel every once in a while.
Oh, okay, okay. Now don't freak out. Since you brought that up, my brother, what happens when VA Raiders disagree?
There's a lot of swearing.
Like,
I shit you not. Like, I have, and this is going to sound so bad, and please do not dislike me, guys. Don't hate me for this, okay? But I have fucking sat there and just went off on people. Like, I have went ape shit and went, look, I'm not going to fucking have this debate with you, okay? Just because you can't fucking read doesn't mean that we're going to do whatever the fuck you say, okay? Like, I am so sick and tired of your opinion on this topic. Like, there's like a couple of people that really piss me off because they want to do stuff. They're like, I don't believe that this veteran has PTSD. I'm like, when did you get your fucking doctorate? Congratulations. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm being an asshole. And I'm telling you that you can't determine that that's for the examiner. You're the rater. You take the information, you input it, it comes out of VBMS, you apply it, you clean it up. That's what you do. That's what you do. Stop. No touchy. So, and, I mean, yeah, no, I've gotten into it. I mean, I've gotten seriously, like, I have an email where I'm like, is this what we're doing now? It's just amateur hour. We're just going to fuck off on this. How much do people get paid to just fuck off on stuff? Stop. Like, I get mad sometimes.
They feel that they've done claims so long that they may know more about evidence than a medical professional.
Yeah. And that's where the complacency comes in, when they start to believe, like, when they have an opinion on something and they don't just take it at face value, objectively look at it, shake off all their prejudice and bias, and they look at it. That's whenever you start to see stuff like that. Like, I've gotten into it. It's mostly not just Raiders, but it's like authorizers. Authorizers will say, hey, look, I need you to change this. And I'll be like, well, why don't you do this? You hold your fucking breath and you fucking wait on that.
Hold on.
I talk to them like that. Like,
they want you to be a team player, my brother.
Look, there's an I in team. There's a me. I mean, there's a me in team, and
team. So
I'm the I.
So your thing is, they say, hey, you're making my job. They say, Raider, you're making my job more difficult. It'll be easier if you just change this one thing.
No, they're saying, look, I don't understand whether or not this is or is not right. I need you to change it, though, because I'm more scared of the thing you put than the thing I'm suggesting. I'm less likely to get an error for the thing I'm suggesting than the thing that you did, Raider. And I go, look, I don't give a shit if you get all the errors, okay? What I did is right, evidenced by this, this, and this. And it's different when you're a QRT liaison, because it's like, look, man, I'm going to pull rank here. Like it's not that I know more than you. It's that they've told me I know more than you. Okay. Like that's how this works. Like, please, like, if you disagree, we do have a tiebreaker system.
Okay.
So if after the swearing has started, it typically goes to coaches, and then the coaches take it to the quality review team, and then the quality review team weigh in and say, okay, this is kind of, I think it's this, or I think it's that. I've only lost one of those.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's the end.
Does it turn into an episode of Survivor, my brother?
No, like I've had my peers where they're like, hey, Raider, can you go talk to them? They just bit so-and-so's face off and they won't give it back. Can you calm them the hell down and make them see reason? I'm like, I can go talk to them and see if they're right, but I'm only going to side with the person that's right.
Yes.
Because it's very weird.
Well, you know what I appreciate, brother, that we got you here. And fam, don't listen, H-Town sensitive. Don't be getting so big out there, because we're going to be out on the sideline hating on, say, yeah, I ain't never liked Raider anyhow, because you're going to be going high. That's how we hate. No. You understand? We say, because we thank you for being here with us, brother. We got a question for you here. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull it up right. Our brother,
I just like being here. It's cathartic for me. It's very, no, like I'm serious. Like I enjoy talking with you. I enjoy answering questions. Like that's the part of the job that is the best aspect, is educating, providing, like I hate the fighting. I hate the, because somebody's going to catch an error. It's like if you and me were both Raiders, then one of us got an error for something, you'd be like, okay, I can't get the whooping, so I'm going to make it to where he gets the error. Like there's a lot of stuff like that to where both cannot be right. So one person's wrong. And it's typically, that's where that, potty mouth stuff happens, is it happens whenever somebody's trying to fight to get out of an error. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not wrong.
But they say, I've reached my limit on the number of errors I can have.
That happens, but it's like, I'm not going to take one for you. You can kiss my ass. Like,
take like one for the team.
Well, my great grandmother used to say, you got your own clothes to get glad in. If you have gotten so many errors, then it's because you have not made your job your priority. You have not made learning the process your priority. And that's not on me to fix.
No.
Because however many people touch different claims, I can have it to where 10 people come to me in a week and say, hey man, can you change this just so I don't get an error? Well, is it right to change it? Well, no, but then I won't get an error. Okay, but the veteran would suffer, right? Yes. Then no, I'm not going to change it. Like, no, if it's harmless, then, I might take one for a person that's new or something like that, if they didn't know any better and they're kind of getting low on quality, but they're yes. new, right? Like they're not seasoned. But if you're a seasoned 25 plus month Raider, and it's not really the Raiders, like I said beforehand, it's usually like the authorizers. We fight with the authorizer. Yeah. But I don't know.
So, brother and family, I want to let you know we're about to get to your questions, but we want to make sure that questions like this, Brother Raider is able to answer, because this helps him as well as us. You see, I slipped in a little game right there. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, brother, they are asking a few questions. Then I got a few more for you too. But we want to let y'all know here, family, we here with Raider HQ, and he's breaking it down. This brother is going places, and if he need a chauffeur, I'm gonna have my hat on, and I'm gonna be out there tap dancing. When it comes to the VA system, brother, do you see it from a half full or half empty mindset?
Neither. Like honestly, like if you want to know the truth, it's neither. I see it from a apples oranges tricycle type approach where there's, typically the higher up the chain you go, we're at tricycle, and you're like, what the hell? Like, they don't know what we do. Nobody, like, the system runs itself. The inmates are running the asylum. The frontline staff do the work the best that they can, and it's just nobody. It's an archaic system that I don't understand. It's like the military itself. It's organized chaos.
Organized
Okay?
chaos.
Yes. And so I don't think I think everybody's just doing the best they can. And we're dealing with, the human product here, where good people are trying really hard to do good things for veterans within the boundaries that they're given. Bad people obviously don't do good things for veterans because they're bad people doing bad things. But that's how I would approach it. There's no macro level, the glass is half full, the glass is half empty thing. It's just the individual tries to just do their best one claim at a time.
Okay, that leads into our brother Rage Pepper's. Rage Pepper. I don't know if they're male or female. Question is, Raider, if you were king for a day,
No.
what is the one thing that you would fix in the VA system? And you can only fix one thing. Are you half full, Raider? Or you half empty? Take out our positive hat. Oh, didn't mean to trigger.
All right. First, it's Anchorage Prepper. So he's from Anchorage, Alaska, and he's
said Rage
Prepper. Yes. So you said Rage Pepper.
I said Anchor. Then look what I said. I said Anchor Rage Pepper. Then I say, let me cut off the Anchor part and just put Rage Pepper. Put Rage Pepper.
So if I was king for a day, the biggest dog that the biggest thing that bothers me is the long form narrative. I would change it to where every single denial required a long form narrative that deeply explained in absolute detail why you were denied and what it would take to get to the next level. This system, like where people get frustration, is every time they get denied. If you get granted 100%, are you pissed off? No, you're not pissed off. It's when you're denied and you have no clue why, and you keep sending in those supplemental claims and you have no clue why you were denied. They don't even tell you enough to let you know that you can never be granted for it.
So you're spinning your wheels and you're going nowhere.
Yeah, but the VA gets to get credit for having 3 million supplemental claims and higher level reviews because they don't tell you how to, what it takes. You know how they say, they do a good job and they say, hey, look, you were granted for this. The next higher evaluation, you require these symptoms right here. That would be 30%. You were granted 10%. However, to be 30%, you have to do this, this, and this. That's explanation upon a grant. We don't even get that level of explanation unless it's required by a higher level review. And that's only TBI, MST, and fear-based PTSD that you get long-form narratives that are required. But that would be the one thing that if I had Doug Collins' power for a day, I would put that into the Rage Pepper fits too. That's fine.
Anchor Prepper. Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
So that would be my answer, is that right there. Because if we look, I'm about doing the most good for the most number of people. And that would be, if I had one thing to fix, that's what I have a problem with Doug Collins about, is because he doesn't even care what the biggest problem is. He's just changing things to change things. And it's not whether or not the most good it could do. And I think that, yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
It's just that I don't understand why. We don't have to go faster. We can slow down a little bit and be more detailed. I want better quality answers, because it's different as a rater when you have to explain why you determined the way you did. You have to explain the evidence in such a way, because that's sometimes how I catch myself not being complacent at times, is whenever I am getting ready to deny a person, I'm like, well, wait a minute. What was all the evidence? I'll do the long form narrative for him and then sometimes go, wait a minute. where's this? What's going on? Why isn't this here? And sometimes I'm not a perfect human being, but my process is such that I try to make it to where I have so many safety nets to catch that veteran, so that way I don't arbitrarily deny.
So what you're saying is that it's a check and balance for you to do the long narrative when it comes to claim denials. Do you think it should be done on every denial, or is that
Yes.
Oh, really?
Full send. Yes. Every single denial, every single time. Anytime a raider touches your claim and they're adjudicating based upon evidence and you get denied, the long form narrative should be done. Every single piece of evidence should be reviewed. Every single piece of evidence should be identified, cataloged. Was it in favor of you? Why, if it was, why didn't it weigh the same? Why didn't it hit the same? You know, like, who had the deciding vote on this? Was it the raider? Was it the examiner? I will sometimes tell a veteran, hey, look, this right here is why you were denied. All you need to do is, if you can provide this right here, do a supplemental claim and provide this right here and resubmit all your evidence, then that will give you the highest likelihood of success on appeal. I'll sometimes write that. Do I get the hand slapped? Yes. But I get tired of it. I'm tired of the fucking Where's Waldo of why did you deny me? Why did you deny me? Where's the answer? You know,
and if it was there, it would make the process easier. They'll know that they would, they'll know, and the people that's helping them would know. Now, brother, you've been so incredible, and the reason we're doing it this way, family, because H-Town want to get this information out, because I see people like shorter clips, and I want to get it out where we're answering questions. Now, we got our brother here, and our brother, give me a second here. I want to pull up the right thing. We got our brother right here. Let me get it right here. That didn't work out. You know me, I get to jumping around like demons. We got disabled Ronan. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm learning Ronan. Yeah. Raider, can I start a channel reacting to your videos and call it Ronan before dawn?
I mean, it's a funny question, but honestly, I'm not in this to become famous. If people want to spread the message, and like, none of the stuff, like, do I have intellectual property? Yes. Do you have intellectual property? Yes. But the stuff I talk about is open source. I hope people talk about it. If you started a channel and did that, guess what? I wouldn't care. I honestly would not care, because it literally is information that everybody should know. That's why, like, whenever I talk to you, it's like, yeah, man, you can talk, you can redo any content, and this goes for anybody. If anybody wants to repeat something that I talked about, that's fine. Other people are better at talking about it, but what I want is the message to get out there. The more people that talk about these things, the veteran community benefits from that. It doesn't have to be me. I'm not the lighthouse in the dark. I mean, we can all come together and push a message, right? Like, it doesn't have to just be me.
Oh man, I feel like going to get my stereo and put on some Negro spirituals right now. You got me kumbaya all the way, baby. You understand? Now listen, we appreciate it. Thank you. And the brother, I'm gonna tell you what he did. He basically told me, yeah, brother, you can use whatever from my child. I said, you can use whatever what's from mine, because I don't mind do it, but I don't like stepping on nobody's toes. This man is not about gatekeeping. I'll tell you that. Now, I don't know what. I hope that answers your question, my brother. Now, going on to Jay Oliver, I'd like the 100% no touch quote. I don't know what the no touch
no
quote
touchy, is. No touchy.
No touchy
don't
quote.
Touch it. Yep. It's just me. It just means, like, I'll say, look, sometimes with claims, no touchy, don't touch it. Like, you're at let's say you're at 30% for your neck, no touchy.
Okay, I'm listening.
There ain't no reason to touch it.
Okay, when you say no reason to touch it, brother, you triggered me. my brother, because I got to ask you a question. Because you brought it up. Here we go. Because you always bringing that knowledge. Here we go. Don't touch it, my brother. If you have 100% permanent and total rating, static, no future exams, you can work with no limits on employment or income. No touchy, but what are the certain situations that you would say touch it, like special monthly compensation? When would it be worth it in your opinion?
Honestly, for that special monthly compensation, clothing allowance, change in family members type situation, it's really weird, but if your parents are still alive, you can put your parents on your award too. Like SMCK a lot of the time, SMCS1 sometimes, which I see a lot of potential for SMCS1 to be in a lot of veterans' lives after the mental health changes go into effect, because it will not be hard to get 100% for mental health whenever the changes go through.
But my question to you, my brother,
Mhm.
what about the PACT Act? Would it
What
be
about
worth it if you're 100% permanent total? Is it a risk with the PACT Act to file a claim under the PACT Act if you're already 100% permanent total?
There's no benefit under the PACT Act. I mean, so here's why you would file something new. If you filed something and you know for a fact that if it gets granted, your 100% could get an earlier effective date because of that. Like that's a value added situation, right?
Yes.
If you can get an SMC, that's a value added situation. If you can get clothing allowance or a dependent on there that gets you more money, value added. There is no other reason to touch your 100% PNT. If you can't tell me the reason, you should not be touching it. Like if you can't tell me the value added to touching it. Some people have a personal reason. Like, look,
Yes.
I need them to tell me that I have PTSD. I need to be validated and vindicated that they admit that they caused me trauma. Fair enough, but it doesn't actually help your overall rating. That's a personal thing. Like that's a self-gratification thing. There are very, very finite situations in which PNT touching, adding additional claims. I've seen a lot of veterans that are hoping to get, like, if you're at 100% for something,
Yes.
SMCK, you're going to add additional claims that add up to 60%, right?
Yes.
I do know of a lot of veterans that they got PTSD at 100% and they stopped. And I'm like, okay, but you could get $450 more a month if you just claimed other stuff in addition, like to meet the criteria of having one single solitary thing at 100% and the rest of your stuff, like other conditions at 60% combined.
Yes, but a lot of them think, I didn't know if you finished your statement. Go ahead.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, but a lot of them say, once you got your 100%, stop there. Now, brother, when it comes to having that 100% permanent and total, I forgot what I was going to ask you about that. Oh boy, you was talking and I want to ask you something. Oh, people sometimes get mad for I consider petty reasons. So let's say they have a mental health claim they put in and it was for PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
They end up getting 100% permanent total, but it's for major depressive disorder. They're mad that it's not PTSD. What is that all about? Does that matter?
Sometimes it does. Sometimes that's the hill for people to die on because they want them to admit the trauma. Post-traumatic stress disorder, like the trauma portion of that, there ain't no value added to changing the name. You just should write on a Sharpie and put it on the wall that you were, PTSD is what you were granted for. Just Sharpie it out in your rating decision and put PTSD above it. Because it doesn't matter. Mental health is all mental health.
Have you ever seen any veteran try to change the diagnosis for their service connection?
Oh,
at that
yeah.
100% permanent total.
To their detriment. Yes.
Oh, no.
I've had people be reduced because of it. There's no value added. except self-gratification. And they lost it. I mean, like, you want to talk about just batshit crazy sideways. I have received a few supplemental claims after or actually a higher level review in one instance, where the higher level review went and then they kicked it back to me to do an exam for it. But yeah, I've seen bad things. It goes sideways because of that. If you're going to start monkeying around with your claim at 100% PNT, right? The permanent is subjective. If you fuck with it, you could get it taken away. Like,
So-
it's yeah.
Go ahead and finish. It's like what?
Well, I mean, it's like touching something when there's no value added to it. The only thing that can happen is they can take from you. If you don't have any value added to doing the thing that you're doing, then the only thing, you either stay the same or they take from you. And the VA likes to take things. The examiners love to take things.
Wow. So listen, family, you know he telling the truth. Look at the first statement. Static, not likely to improve significantly over the remainder of your life. It don't say it won't. Permanent don't mean permanent for VA purposes. He's letting you know when you go back in there, oh, I'm permanent. I'm bulletproof. Not necessarily so. No future exams scheduled. Don't mean it's not going to be any future exams. So when you're monkeying around with it, like our brothers say, that can be dangerous. Now, our brother over here now has a question of you. Our brother Jeffrey Wellborn,
Okay.
he has a question. It's pretty much a long question. I'm about to put it up on the screen now.
That's fine. I do have to unfortunately go here in a few minutes because
Okay.
I have to go pick up my daughter.
Okay, no
I've
problem.
been voluntold by the boss that I have to go pick up my daughter.
Okay. So he says, Raider, here you go. If I have actual proof of Agent Orange in Korea about a sludged cleanup, and I have a symptom that is associated with Agent Orange, high cholesterol, would I win those?
Okay. That's a lot to unpack. So Korea is based exclusively on the DMZ. So you had to be on the DMZ. If you cannot show that you were on the DMZ, you were not exposed to Agent Orange per the VA's, for VA criteria.
Right.
So if you cannot show that you were a member of a unit that is in the M21-1 under Korea, Agent Orange Korea, then it's going to be hard for you to choose that. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, cholesterol cannot be granted. It's a lab finding. It's not a disability for VA purposes. So high cholesterol, you can never win. Never, ever. It's a constitutional disorder.
Okay. Well, brother, if you got to go, I'm going to ask you a question. Tell me when you got to go, because I have a couple questions or two for you, because we want to respect your time. Thank you for answering that. Now, brother, this is a beef of mine. I don't know if it's real. Is there such thing as claim overdevelopment?
Yes.
Oh, that's all in our head.
No, overdevelopment happens all the time.
So could you explain, if you put in the proper evidence, you have maybe a DBQ, you have let's say you have a public DBQ, you show service connection, you got something to show severity, and they still say that the evidence is inadequate. What do you do?
So so overdevelopment has to do with whether or not, like, if you had a private DBQ, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a private DBQ and it's sufficient for VA purposes and they do an examination, that's overdevelopment. If you have a private DBQ and it's insufficient, okay, wait. If you have a private DBQ, I'm sorry.
You mean public DBQ?
Well, we call them private, but like if you had like a civilian-based DBQ, right?
Yes.
And that DBQ was sufficient and they still ordered an exam, that would be overdevelopment because they didn't need to do that. It wasn't required. if the examination,
Oh,
if the DBQ is insufficient and they order the exam, then they're doing the right thing. There is no overdevelopment there. That is not overdevelopment. If the DBQ wasn't sufficient and they didn't order an exam, that would be underdevelopment. They should have ordered an exam in that case because the private DBQ is insufficient. That is underdevelopment. They didn't do something.
okay.
Overdevelopment's when they do too much. Like when you submit a 4142A form telling the VA to pull these records, please, from my private doctor, and they send you another request to pull those same records, that's overdevelopment. It's a task that is not required to move the claim along that delays the claim by establishing a tracked item that delays processing for a certain period of time. Like if they send you a PTSD development form for your PTSD and you have fear-based, that would be overdevelopment.
Oh, okay.
So it's typically overdevelopment is a very interesting thing, and it depends on what we're talking about. Like if you were a Navy guy and you can show that the person was clearly boots on ground Vietnam, but you're going to send them Agent Orange, Blue Water Navy development stuff going, tell us how you were exposed. That would be overdevelopment because we already have the answer to that. We know you were boots on ground. I can prove that. So typically what you'll see is VSRs overdevelop to get points or overdevelop because they just don't know what to do. Sometimes it's better to throw it out, do something so that way the claim recalls to the national work queue, and then that way hopefully they'll never have to touch it again and let that be a headache for somebody else. That's the way they think.
Okay. I hope that was helpful. I do have one announcement for you, brother, before you leave. For those of you, this is going to maybe be a surprise or a shock to you. Let me see what I got here. Oh, there it was. Give me a second because it's hard moving this thing back. We got our brother. He's going to be dropping this mixtape for Raiders Rants. And I got him on a 360 music deal. So he ain't making much out of it. So we will be dropping wait for the remix.
Wow.
We didn't mean to we didn't mean to put that on you like that, brother, but it will be coming soon, family. If you talk and brother, when I get them clipped up, I'll probably just send some of them to you and you could drop it because I have no problem with giving you the thumbnail and everything, brother. I love doing stuff like this. This is you've made my life so much easier, bro. I'm sorry, brother. Did you see that coming? And we're gonna let you have the last word.
No, I did not.
Brother, this is my brain. Go ahead. Last word.
Yeah, I do have to go, guys. But hey, thank you for being so hospitable, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I do have to go. But yeah, just look forward to, I am going to be doing a collaboration sometime this Saturday. I think we're going to hammer that out with Mr. Dwayne Kimball. So we'll be it'll be probably mostly just Raider talking. So, anyway.
We're going to be there.
Thank you so much.
We'll send a link to it. Go ahead.
Yep. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure. I am humbled every time you allow me on here. So thank you, guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to go pick up my kid.
You're always welcome. Bye. And brother, an assaulted Marine came through. What y'all say? Everybody say good night to Raider. Family, let me tell you something. We doing this thing, ain't we? Now, we've been on here. We might do... Everybody show love to brother Raider. What y'all think about that mixtape dropping? Raider Rants. You understand? Do H-Town be cutting up or does he not? Dwayne Key Bell dropping great gold nuggets. Yeah, he got a lot of good information over there. He got a lot. Every time I hear Raider, I sit and listen because they understand it from the inside of the game. And we thank y'all, family. And we're not going to stay too much long. We're going to keep it at a certain time, but we're going to watch some more of this. We ain't going to do all of it tonight. It wasn't the purpose. But family, we about to get back to it. And we appreciate y'all for coming in, family. You know, and that the reason I want to ask the questions like that, I didn't want to rush through them, family. If y'all don't, if y'all want to understand that we don't want to rush through the things, but Raider gives us the nuggets that we need. Now, family, we're going to go back fair use, fair use. We're going to look at some more of this here. So fair use. Let's listen. It say, raging rants. Okay. Oh, okay. Now listen. He got that name right because I would never think that said prepper. Anchorage prepper. I would have never thought. I made up my own words in that, didn't I? Fair use. Now we're gonna get ready to go to the I think the second part. So let me go back to the fair use thing. So let me see here. I got it all listed up here. So be patient with me, fam. We ain't been here but 2 hours. We're gonna try to keep between 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and 3, but we're gonna try to, keep it short because I got the clip. So thank y'all, family. And if we weren't able to get to all your questions, we're gonna let me see what we want to talk about here. I think we can get to these next time, fam. I'm gonna go over the information with y'all. We're gonna do one at a time. So that's how we're gonna do it. Prepper, it's a spicy. I like spicy. Yes, indeed. Look, Raider Raging Mixtape. What y'all think about that, fam? Now, family, we gonna hold off on that part. We glad Raider came through. And what we're gonna do now, family, we're gonna get into the information because I told you about information last night. H-Town gonna break it down. We're gonna be real flexible here with our I'm supposed to be on the screen. Sorry about that. Now, family, what we want to cover. See, there's two things going on that I need to break down to you. Okay, let me see what we got here. And we're going to go into the rest of that when we get a chance because we got a lot of information that we want to get into. Now, let me start here. Now, it all goes back to the 4 types of 100%. Somebody came to me, family. They were in the chat last time. Did not ask, tell me true or not. If you disagree with there's 4 types of 100%, did I ask them, tell me how many you think? Did anybody say give a other number? Do you know that person went on the community thing and say, oh, there's only 3. Then I say, well, what are the 3? And they wouldn't say nothing. That's when I knew it was the troll. Because I put the troll, I put them up there. They look poke. Every once in a while I drag them because I know they're in there and they come out and wouldn't say nothing. I say, you got a little while to answer because I knew it was them. This is a troll that's so horrible. They pretended to be a female and want to talk about military S trauma. Did you hear me? Sitting in their house in a thong, wanting to know why H-Town blocked. Why you blocked me though? Why you don't love me? Boy, you need to go up and man up. Your mama gave you too much soy milk. Now let's get to it, family. There are 4 types of 100%. A temporary 100% rating. There's several types of temporary 100% that fall in that category, okay? That could be where you getting a knee replacement. You in a mental health facility for 21 days. They'll give you a temporary 100%. And there's several others. We cover this in detail. Number 2, 100% permanent and total. Number 3, IU, which is individual unemployability, and TDIU, which is total disability, individual unemployability. Both of them are based on work, the ability to work or work restrictions and income limits. So I want y'all to, I broke it down so we can understand, and then we're going to close out. But I guess I put the income. Here's the income we're doing. Remember, almost 1 out of every 4 disabled veterans have a 100% rating. Is that surprise? Yeah. Jeffrey says, "Oh, laughing my hay off. Soy milk. My God, just said it pops the ticket out of your mouth and grow up." Yeah. You following a grown man around. I'm not into dudes. That ain't my lifestyle. You need to go where they're gonna celebrate that part of the game. That's not me. I mean, literally following me around, literally going to other people's channel and trying to stir up confusion. They surprised. I blocked all 4 of them. He had 3 or 4 people in one night pretend to be 2 women and come in as young women images like I'm thirsty or something. Now, fam, let's get into it. Let me get into this. Now, 1 out of every 4 veterans, over 1 out of every 4 veterans have a 100% rating, whether that's temporary 100%, 100% permanent total, TDIU, or IU. Yes, indeed. We went through some crazy stuff. Now, we talked. I hope that helped you. Raider being here help you understand a lot about reviews and whether or not you want to open up a new claim. Now, when it comes to ratings, they fall into 2 categories. When it comes to scheduler ratings, that's going to be temporary, 100%, and 100% permanent total, the 2 at the bottom. But they also flip the categories when it comes to permanent and temporary ratings. TDIU is a permanent rating. 100% permanent total is a permanent rating. Temporary ratings are IU, individual unemployability, and temporary 100%. I hope that breaks it down. And I'll get to your question in a minute. Now, fam, let us continue. So when it comes to the 4 types of 100%, half of them are temporary, the other half is permanent. How do you know? And so we're going to break it down. I told you last night, we're going to show you the information. We're going to define what a temporary rating is. It's not a permanent rating. It's a temporary fix. Do that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. It's a temporary fix. Huh? Come on now, fam. Temporary, like, you used to get your car and you put them zip ties on it. Now, why is temporary? Because there's improvement that's going to be ahead. Temporary 100%, you're going to improve after certain things happen, certain events. IU is going to be based on a time period, and we're about to go over it. Come on, fam. Why are they temporary? Because they fluctuate. It dynamic, especially when it comes to mental health ratings. They might get better, so they call you in for a re-examination with IU. And the fact that with the temporary 100% is based on the surgery, certain events happening, and the rehab period. So let's talk about that. See, H-Town, who's going to break it down like H-Town? Temporary ratings, individual unemployability, IU. The condition may improve because the symptoms fluctuate. The doctor put on the clinical evidence, right? So you may receive a reevaluation in 3 to 5 years. I didn't get one after 3 years. They kept pushing it off when I was IU, individual unemployability. All right. Now we're going to give more description when we do TDIU on the restrictions. IU has the same work restrictions and income restrictions that TDIU have. Now, I'm going to get to y'all comments in a minute, so I do apologize. Now, temporary 100% after corrective surgery. So you had a surgery to correct the problem, and it has to be for a service-connected disability, and it covers the rehab period. Might be a few months, might be a year, 4 months. It depends. Might be 1 month. It used to be a year. Okay, that's the difference. But you actually rated at 100%, but it's temporary, scheduling 100%. Now, Temporary 100%, like we say, with knee replacement. So it's based on not how many it's getting better. They assume it's getting better once they do the corrective surgery. I hope that makes sense. Now, when it improves, they're going to reduce your percentage, or when you've had the corrective surgery with temporary ratings. Now, work limits. Let's talk about work limits now. Remember, if you have, when I had 50% rating and the other ones, it wasn't no big deal on no work limits, right? I worked with 50%. I think I got the 70% right, like a couple of weeks after I stopped working. Ain't that a blessing? Lord raised that on mess. Here we go. Now I want you to pay close attention. H-Town and broke it down. Please listen it. If you read this, you won't have no more problems. Coastie, you have TDIU. So here's the spiel on it. See, Raider comes in with his information from the Raider side of the game. I'm bringing the information and scholarship from the veteran side of the game. What affects us? Is that all right? TDIU, which is total disability, individual unemployability, a form of unemployability. It's a permanent rating. It's the same. The first two are the same as 100% permanent total. Static, not likely to improve significantly over the remainder of the veteran's life. Number two, no future exams are scheduled. Watch for the Reason words. Our brother say he's back. He said, I'm back. Scan complete 6 hours. Wow. Now look, I'm gonna say Weirdo Radar went on high alert. Yeah, he was there. He wouldn't do it in here because he didn't want to get embarrassed. He chatted and he went over to the other channel and was over there asking the same question. I said, hold on. He didn't think I would know, but I knew he was trying to get different answers from different people and say, hey, but this person said that. You ain't causing no problem. That's why, when people say something, you see how I roll. Now, only reason I say something, I didn't say it to their face, any trolls. Now, let's continue. So here's where it differs, TDIU. Inability to work, must provide service-connected disability, must prove service-connected disability stop you from holding a job. That's part of the unemployability process for IU and TDIU. You got to prove that it affects your ability to work or hold a job. So yes, once you get it, they might have some restrictions because you got it based on that. Now listen, this is how you get it. So if you have a 60% to 90% rating, all you need is at least a 60%. You can file. You can file for unemployability if you got the proper evidence. That don't mean it's going to be approved. You got to show that evidence that you cannot work. You are unemployable. All right. What if you don't have one that's 60%? Well, there's a second option. 2 or more disabilities, totaling 70% or more, with one rated at 40% and the other one's adding up to 70%, you can file for unemployability too. You might get IU or TDIU. IU being the temporary one and TDIU being the permanent one. Now, listen, income limits must be below the federal poverty level when it comes to earned income now, okay? $15,060 in 2025, because they're using that year because that'll be the year you made the money in. Now, 100% permanent total, similar with the static, no future exam, not likely to improve. The difference is you can work without any limits on employment or income. And if you want to be clear about that, so you can work at a job because it's not based on that. Either way, you're set for life, so don't worry about it. You can still make money. You make your money the way you make it. And remember, these are the ways that you can lose a permanent and total rating. if you get incarcerated, falsifying evidence on a VA claim, you open up a new claim. Didn't our brother just say that? If there's a VA error and they gave you the permanent total status by error, then they did a quality control check and say, nah, you don't supposed to get that. You miss a CMP exam. You say, I ain't going because I got my permanent total. You open it up for something else, but then they gave you, they want to give you re-examination on your condition that's 100% permanent total. You say, forget it. I don't want it no more. You might have to go now. If there's a law change, you can't prove your status of being permanent and total. Then the 20-year rule changed you for the better because you're locked in at the 100% rate if you didn't commit fraud. If you've had 100% permanent total for 20 years or any condition there is, go back and watch our last video. Betty Bob say 56 likes and 31 watching, I think she meant to say. Now, family, we're about to read y'all questions here in a minute. Any questions? Oh, that's where we're going to go. So we're going to go to the questions. And we apologize that we wasn't able to get to all of them. We're going to try to get to most of them now. Then we have here counseling, music counseling said, we got to be careful because we are talking about government budgets and many veterans getting benefits that is still in process. I was told that that's why a lot of questions will be answered by AI. Now I don't know what to say. You say, okay, let's see here. You say some might offend the ladies. Okay, I don't know what that is. Probably the Blue Falcon. Family, we gotta conduct your language now, whatever you're doing. I must have missed it. I say she don't know what it is. I ain't see nothing. Sometimes, like I say, we all good. We just gotta stay. I had to learn stuff. Now listen, music counselors say 1 in 4 are 100%. Yes, indeed. My. The problem is the home care. They don't want to pay spouses when they're in home care, they're in home health care 24 hours. Sometimes something got to give. Let me ask you, is the home care covered through the VA healthcare system? Home care, is that different from aid and attendance? Let me tell you, tell me what you mean by home care. Is that when they pay them? You were here and you and I, girl. Let's see. Jeffrey says temporary rating at 100% is like prostate cancer. Yet it is cured. They take it away. Well, they might take it away, but if you had any scarring, any residual effects from the surgery, they will pay you for the residuals, such as if it was prostate cancer, once they remove your prostate, they can, if you have incontinence, they will pay you for incontinence. How many diapers you got, that can be the higher your rating. Yes, indeed, adult diapers. If you're incontinent, that any skin issues, they can pay for the residuals, and you can end up getting back to 100% eventually. File for unemployability. Let's see. Say widow radar on high alert tonight. Yes, indeed. See, we got that. Now listen, fam, we got the questions here. Oh, they talking about the program. They breaking it down. I got to read this with y'all, but don't be mad at me. VA has comprehensive health care giver program where the home caregiver, normally family member, gets paid $42,000 a year. Is that tax-free or not? To take care of vet check, VA site, VHA program. So it's actually a veteran health care program over there. Now, listen, music counseling say there would not be any problem getting VA disability approved or any Congress meeting if the veterans was not working a job. That's the problem. And spouse caregiver. I don't know how that relates. Let me know. I don't know if I'm clear. We got 56 likes and 31 watching. Thank y'all, family. I'm trying to play catch up. Now, and I'm gonna go back into some of your other questions. Now, Disabled Ronan says, once I get TDIU or 100% PNT, once you get one of them, you chill. It don't matter. If I would have got TDIU, I've been good. 100% PNT, I'm going to earn above the poverty rate by becoming a street pharmacist. Oh Lord, no comment. I think you meant to say street preacher. Now listen, Music Council say, I know you mean well. Thanks for helping many do not know. Yes, indeed. Now listen, family, if you haven't followed them yet, and I'm gonna be looking in the community tab. I'm gonna put it in there where you can go make sure when they set that up with Raider HQ and Dwayne Kimball, they two Raiders. One is a retired Raider, Dwayne Kimball, and the other one is an active Raider, Raider HQ. Yes, they get paid. Okay. Now listen to what I got to get it where I can see the whole thing. Now Solus says, I was referring to the troll that was following H-Town. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yes, the troll that's following me is in and now. They got several accounts. I never got this much attention from a man. Now Farm Girl say, gotta roll, guys. Bedtime, time for bed. Have a great night, fam, and H-Town. Everybody show love to Farm Girl. Farm Girl say, night, girlfriend Betty. See our female veterans be bonding in here. Our sea veterans the sailors be bonding. Yes, indeed. Everybody saying good night. Family. Now they breaking it down to you. Okay, he responded to him. I'll let them make it on that. Everybody saying good night to Farm Girl. Yes, indeed. Family, are we doing this thing? Family, I'm yelling it because ain't nobody else telling it. All right, let's get back to it so we can finish up. It's a good night, fam, saying good night. Gotta bounce. Okay, fam. Yes, indeed. This has been wonderful. Let me get ready to. Did we cover it? Did we cover Congress and that red tape? So I got to ask you the question before you leave. Those are still here. Is Congress trying to cut? Is Congress trying to cut the red tape or veteran disability benefits? Which is it? Say benefits or red tape. Put some tape in the emoji in the chat. Which one are they trying to do? Cut the red tape or veteran benefits? Which one? What about the new presumptive jet fuel? Now, I don't know the information on that. I'm going to have to look it up. What are they trying to cut, fam? Scam alert, family. Be careful. Whatever you sign when it comes to the VA, make sure that you submit legitimate evidence, okay? So don't submit false evidence because when you sign, that's going to be on you. So what do you think they're trying to do? Take our benefits or cut the red tape to make it easier to get a benefit? Coach say the benefits. Soda says the benefits and they are being sneaky. Oh, God, no. Then Music Soul say, I wonder how many veterans get Social Security disability. Now, you can get both of them at the same time, VA compensation and that. But I don't know how many. I don't know if it's a list or a way to find out. Benefits and other. Oh, they going after a lot of stuff. Now, did we explain, family, the difference between permanent ratings and don't be caught off guard? already prepared. The red tape, sir, is they're making it harder for us. Oh, the red tape is it's part of the game too. They like it there. Take the benefits. Oh, they trying to take the benefits. Jury's still out. I'll wait and see. So he's waiting, Brother Charleston. But Betty Bob say take the benefits, and then so to say, be careful with Social Security Administration. They are jacking them around now. Wow. Cut the benefits. Okay. Cut our benefits. So watch, fam. We're gonna be doing it. And thank y'all. And if you go to jail and you got any rating, they can reduce you down to 10%. Say, well, H-Town, I'm 10% out if you were there for 61 days on a felony. If you knew here and you didn't know that, put a 1 in the chat. That if you did not know that if you go to jail for 61 days on a felony crime, you will get reduced by the VA to 10%. If you didn't know that, put 1 in the chat. Say, well, I'm on 10%. So veterans rated between 20 and 100% are limited to a 10% disability rate when they're incarcerated. Well, I'm 10%, I'm good. No. For veterans whose disability rating is 10%, their payment is reduced by half. So right now, at the time of this video, that would be 10% would pay $180.42. That'll be half of that, $90.21. One thinks I'll keep my nose clean. Yes, we need to know that. So when people make you mad, walk away. Walk away. Follow the money. That's what they're doing with these things. And they want to cut our benefits. That's what I think. They're trying to cut the benefits, not the red tape. So family, just be on code and watch what you say, who you say it about. If people ain't, don't say, hey, guess what? What's the name just got shot yesterday. Let's stay focused on what's going on here. Now, 10%. But if you get Social Security, Social Security Administration, your check will be put on hold. Wow. Yeah. Now, while people in jail, they could get 100% rating, but they won't be able to get it while they're in. They have to wait till they get out. I don't know how that works. Good. Be on code. That's right. See, veterans can't be talking. That's why I say, the reason I handle it the way I do, and I want y'all to understand something. Let me come up on the full screen by being on code. If you come in here talking about somebody else, it's going to get turned around. You're going to run off because I'm stuck on my channel. And then they be saying, hold on. H-Town, you letting people talk greasy about me? Because I feel greasy somebody go over there say, because people saying little slick stuff in my little comment thing. Yeah, the guy, he say the guy's a fraudster. He fake about the Purple Heart. He seemed real passionate about it. So I don't know. I'm just over here because of this guy. You ain't got to do all that. Look at the videos. If you disagree, show me where I'm lying. Other than that, just keep your mouth shut. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just the facts. We got 58 likes and 31 watching. Family, what we doing here? And you know what's so good about the game? I say the game, real life game. You know what's so good about it? Our brother come over here, he down to earth. He does when he have a time and he ain't feeling well. And I'm glad the salty old Marine came by. And yeah, I'm going to show love. Everybody looking for us to crash out with each other. I ain't going to be crash out. If I got an issue with people, I tell them behind the scene because we ain't trying to mess up the veteran community. So don't stir up nothing. If somebody get out of pocket, like in public, like Paul did with Philip, I believe it was. It might have been Philip or Peter. He was out there clowning around. You might have to correct people publicly. I might have to get corrected public. It's something that needs to be addressed. But now, if we got to deal with the elephant in the room, but we out here helping each other. We ain't out here trying to make some foolish show, clowning each other. Now, smash that like button, family, if you haven't done, and share it with this with others if the information has been informative. We appreciate you. And subscribe. If we haven't won your subscription yet, we're going to do everything we can to do so. So, family, we thank you so much, family. But I got a few questions, and one of the last questions is, where is Dougie? Where is the Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins? Has anybody seen him when it comes to helping veterans? Where is Dougie? He's on the milk carton. Come on. And let us know you're leaving. Say, great show. Okay, music counseling. No problem. Come back. Say, music, you were talking about VA benefits and SS. Hey, yes, right. And MG Smith say, H-Town, good evening. Salute the chat. Yes, indeed. I will share your channel. Thank you. Family, we just doing that thing. Everybody bringing their own flavor. We look at this, the gumbo. You understand? I'm from down south in Texas. Yes, Texas, we make gumbo here too, just like in Louisiana. Matter of fact, Louisiana wasn't the first to have gumbo. That comes from like the Carolinas somewhere, Georgia. And the first Mardi Gras, that's from Mobile, Alabama, not Louisiana. They just have the biggest one. Say, this kind of say yes. Okay, thank you. Now it says, Solar says, thank you, H-Town. Have a great night. Dougie is out starting dumpster fires. Did y'all see my video about kicking the dumpster? Did y'all see my video on that? Oh, man. Then we got counselors say, please watch the videos. Go watch them other ones. Share with others. So we trying to get this channel blowing up, family. I want to do more. The more I do, I can try to get this channel monetized. I ain't even done that yet. I don't know how to do it. Raider's been trying to help me with it, but I don't know. You know, I'm not good with that part of the technology game. So that's why I say people really been a blessing. Y'all been helping me too. Jay Oliver say, MG Smith, what's up? What age? We don't ask nobody, hey, what? At what age? What? Now, what do you say? What age? What? I don't know what that word is. What age at what? Yes, okay. So we get benefits at a certain age. Okay, MG Smith, I was too late also. Your computer was acting up. MG Smith say, Jay, back at you, what's up? Yes, indeed. I've been worrying about where MG Smith at. Oh, he in here? MG Smith in here? Oh, Lord, there he is. Oh, MG, you been here the whole time. Jay Oliver in here? I ain't gonna lie, I kind of get y'all mixed up. His name. Okay, his name. Oh, his name. His age. Oh, right up here. Now look, yeah, his name is Pastor Dougie, we call him. And he's wearing a VIP badge because he think you're all that. And the age is unknown. So if you see him, please report it to your nearest veteran so that we can try to see, can we get him to answer us some questions. Look who in here, family. Y'all trying to trick me. We about to close out. Now look at Benny says, hello, H-Town Vet and the chat family. I've been here also, just couldn't type. Ain't nothing wrong. Say awesome. I guess you meant to say awesome show, H-Town. Okay, I'll say. Then Jay would say 35 and damp. Yeah, so we got to get to that. What is the temperature where you at, fam? All right, we're in the after party. We want to know, what's the weather like? Is it wet, cold? What is it looking like? Let us know. We want to hear. We're going to get ready to close out. What is the weather like? It was freezing last night down to 30 degrees and it was cold. Now, what's the weather like and what's the temperature where you at? And we're going to get ready to close it out, my family. Family, this is solid. We still got 31 people in here. Huh? We done got up to over 50-some people. You know, being able to get that on a live at a channel my size, I be having half the people that some of the other channels have. Come on now. I'm trying to do something with my life. I want to be somebody when I grow up. You hear what I said? Now, 66 say, I wish Dougie would do monthly Q&As like who's that? McDougal did. Okay. Oh, he did? Oh, we had one that was in there before, did it? So in Pennsylvania, our brother Charleston is telling us that it is 20 degrees in PA. Let me see what the temperature is here, fam. Please be patient with me. And we're going to watch more of the video. I just didn't want to burn y'all out with the whole video. So clips, and like I say, when our brother come in, when we doing it like this, we freestyle it. Now, MG Smith say it is, and we glad, 22 degrees, clear, Cooksville, Tennessee. Aren't y'all glad that we working together? Aren't you glad that y'all understand that I wanted stability in the channel? We can't have people acting like clowns around here. You know what I'm saying? One of my biggest issues, my biggest pet peeves, especially as a black man, when some of our folks, and I have to say it openly, I don't talk family business, some of our folks, when they see us cooperating with other groups, they want to come in and say, we don't get along. I want to show you how bigger fool we can act. No, go sit down somewhere. We are all veterans here. You understand? Don't matter about male, female, black, white. It don't matter whether you from Mars. Hold on. Yeah, if you're from Mars, it might be an issue. You're a Martian. How you get in the military? Now listen what music council say. This is a hard question. If any benefits to be cut, what would you prefer? Seriously, I would ask all 100% veterans to work 20 hours a week. I think this is the less of the whole. I don't know. Interesting. Jeffrey says cold. That's what the temperature is, cold. Benny say 46 degrees, cold in Sacramento. That's pretty cold. Then Betty Bob say we have 61 likes and 61 likes and 27 watching. Now, Jeffrey say 35 degrees and cold here in Mississippi. That's cold for Mississippi. Yes, 46 degrees, gonna go down to 33 tonight. Music counseling say 36 degrees closer to Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. Now, Coasty say 24 degrees and cloudy on the yacht. He out there. He finally told us he on that yacht chilling. I need to know the code word of how you sailors greet. Is it welcome aboard, ahoy? What do y'all say when I want to come on the yacht? Because everybody else get to roll with them because they Navy, but and Coast Guard, but I don't get to do nothing. Oh, Cincinnati, 13 degrees. I heard Cincinnati was cold. Now, family, let's see where we at on the subscribers. I'm gonna get a little update. I'm gonna reset. Whoo, Lord, we at 2,537. We inching toward. Now we inching. We moving toward what? We moving toward 3,000. Are y'all gonna help us get to 3,000 subscribers? Now, y'all will say Dennis McDougal. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I forget it. Was not a vet as Secretary of the VA, but he did do monthly press conferences. I didn't know that they had non-veterans be the Secretary of the VA. That's something new to me. Betty Bob say 27 degrees, going down to 14 in Maryland, near vets. Now, and they saying hello. And family, we're going to get ready to close out and say, Betty Bob's, put on your petticoat. Remember, who remember Petticoat Junction? Who remember Petticoat Junction? Huh? Hee-haw. Come on now. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Iowa, 12 feels like 4 degrees. Who? My niece bought me a big coat, like one of them winter coats. Like I could be out there, if they need a field hand, Forum Girl Rebel, I could be out there doing some work. I say, no, ma'am, no, sir. I'm going to stay out here till the job's done. When they come out, they're going to find me stuck like this. Say, Jeffrey say, me. Green, you remember it. Green Acres is the place to be. Tell me some of those old shows. MG Smith say, been chilling, listening. let others get their talk on. So y'all enjoy sitting back and doing that, family. Thank you, fam. We did the first section and we're going to be doing different ones. So we're going to get ready to close out. We want to thank, we're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. And we want to keep it short. And I hope this information, we're going to put out smaller videos. So look out for and watch. So I did it topical, and I know I didn't get to all your questions in the chat, but I got a thing where we can remember this stuff. You can watch shorter clips. Huh? And let me see how we looking on all right. Oh Lord. Family. In 48 hours, I done had 2,624 views on my videos. Come on, family. Thank y'all. Ooh, in the last hour, 162. That ain't plus. Wow, that's good. Say the Rap Patrol. Oh, I remember the Rap Patrol. Who remember the Highway Patrol? Who remember Adam 12? We older, you know. I'm a Gen Xer. Yes. H-Town, good night with the Plow and Rap Patrol. Yes, indeed. Now listen. I think that was a show, the Rap Patrol. Okay, now grown up woman sees Year One, yes indeed. Rifleman, yes indeed. Marshall Dillon. I hope the veterans, and happy Martin Luther King birthday. Thanks for my elder putting what we need in our country so we can make it better, fam. The sacrifices, you know. He sacrificed his life, so did Malcolm X. And we thank all of the people that did things to make this country better. You understand? Now, I thank Abraham Lincoln. He did, you know, he passed the Emancipation Proclamation. That did not free the slaves. The 13th Amendment did, but that made it where we had the energy to come fight on the side of the Union Army. Now, and he kept his promise in giving the soldiers the right to vote. Shout out to him for that. All right, now listen. Music Council say, I hope the veterans work 20 hours a week. That would save many fines and save the veteran benefits from being cut. Okay. Disability SSI plus work is less than 20 hours a week. Yeah, but Social Security, you got to be careful because they'll cut your Social Security. 61 like and 21 watching. Family, this ought to change. 66 say Little House on the Prairie. Like that one. I love the Andy Griffith show. Did you like him when he was Matlock? Mayberry, that RFD. What state was Mayberry in? What state was Mayberry in? See if y'all remember. Mercy 1 and a Y50, the original. You know, I know. See, I didn't say a Y50. Say, okay, peace. Yes, indeed. My three songs I like. Leave It to Beaver. I'm going to tell you, I like that. I'm going to go down there. Chips and Battlestar Galactica. Amen. I loved Amen. I liked, what's the name on Amen, the one that played George Jefferson. And I liked him on the Jeffersons. One Adam 12. Hogan's Heroes was good. I sure hate how the star passed away because, you know, they try to sully his legacy. That man, he was funny. When remember they was in prison and they was in the German what do you call it, prisoner of war camp, and so they asked the guy, he say, yeah, I tried to escape. They asked the black guy, he said, yeah, I tried to escape. They say, don't look, he said, I jumped the electric fence. They say, don't look like nothing happened to you. He said, before I jumped the fence, I was white. Oh Lord, man, that was a good show. Battlestar Galactica, the older one or the newer one? The one with Little House on the Ponderosa. What was that called? That was Big Valley. And what was that other with the Ponderosa? The Cartwrights. Mayberry, North Carolina. That's where they were from. Now, I think you got people in North Carolina, sister. The Bronx, sister. You got people down there. Smash. I like Smash. I don't know why I like Smash so much. Because it's a little older show for me. Betty got it. The Rifleman. Yes, I love the Rifleman. Because it was a now Turtle say good night, shipmate and family. In 40 degrees, EN 40 degrees, down to 32. Stay warm and drip that water, family. Don't forget to drip that water so your pipes don't freeze, okay? Now, Jeffrey say, good times. I love Good Times. Good Times was one of my shows. What's the other one I like? I like the Jeffersons. And what's the other? It was some other show. That's My Mama. All in the Family was my show. Charlton say Mayberry, North Carolina, same state of the Lower Gang, 1870. Didn't know that. Bonanza, that was the name of it. Older one. Little Joe was the youngest one. What was the oldest son name? Was it Adam? What was the oldest son name? And what was, I knew Hoss. Okay, Gomer Pyle, USMC. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Now, what show did Gomer Pyle, where did he come from? What was he on before that? Monster Family. Which one you like? The Addams Family, or did you like the Monsters the better? Which one did you like? I like the Monsters better, even though the other one was cool. The Monsters, that was hilarious. Because they had the one niece who was the straight normal person, but they treated like something was wrong. Yes, Bonanza. Blessings hired everyone. Yes, indeed. Sanford and Son, my favorite show, because he kept it real. He didn't do like he didn't act goofy or make a minstrel show where black people have to perform. And you because remember with JJ, he turned into like a buffoon and like a caricature, all that peacocking and stuff, which I enjoyed the show. But the parents, the ones that played the hands, didn't like all that extra stuff. But what's his name? People don't know. The one that played Fred Sanford, he actually got to he came from, I think, St. Louis, but he got to New York at the same time as Malcolm X. And both of them used to sleep on top of the buildings because they didn't have nowhere to stay when they first got there. One was, I think, Detroit Red, and the other one was Kansas City Red. And that's why his show was so, straight up about stuff like Sanford and Son. I'm not like Archie Bunker. I love him. Heat of Night. I love both of them. Forget my man name. He was real with Partridge Family. That's happening. I saw this happen. The Partridge Family kind of stopped right around the time I was growing up. I only saw it a little bit in the early 70s, and then they took it off television. When I was, because I was born in 68, so kind of around the first, they just disappeared. Sanford and Son, they kept it going. Adam, Hoss. Adam was the oldest Hoss. It was just 3 brothers, right? What was the daddy name? What was their dad name? Lauren Green played the daddy. Youngest, Little Joe. Yes, indeed. He had Stairway to Heaven. He had different shows. Little House on the Prairie. He passed away. And for y'all to know that one of my favorite actors, because he's from here, Patrick Swayze from Houston, Texas. Did you hear what I said? Oh, man, Beverly Hillbillies. You know what? He used to be a dancer. He had a twin sister, Buddy Epson, the lead in, and they would go to Harlem and learn how to dance. All them people. Lucille Ball, she went to Harlem, and she would go down there, and they would learn from black people how to perform and do comedy and all that stuff. Did you know that? Mayberry, yes, indeed. The Big Valley and the $6 Million Man. I had the $6 Million Man, the doll, which you can see through the eye, the little action figure, they call it. And I had the Evel Knievel bike on Christmas. And guess what? I was riding around in shorts. You say, H-Town, why were you riding around in shorts on Christmas on a bike? Because I'm in Texas and it wasn't cold in Houston. Oh boy, y'all. Oh man, y'all got me. Jeffrey say, don't know, but Gomer was also an opera singer. Yeah, he was on Mayberry. He was on Mayberry. He used to be like the gas guy. Then he went to his own show. Now, the Bionic Man and Airwolf. I heard Airwolf. I forgot what that is. Now, music counseling. We got to close it out before it get 3 hours now. Music counselor say, I were in Florida at a church service and seen a poster with Ellie Mae was a speaker. Wow. And that was a beautiful woman. I'm gonna tell you, I don't, that outside my group, my culture, and I ain't racist, but Ellie Mae was beautiful. And that girl, which one? Not Ginger, on Gilligan's Island. What was that other one named? I found out she was from the South. That was a beautiful woman. Both of them were beautiful, but I had a crush on her. Now listen, Jimmy says, good time. His name Jimmy, and good time, Ben. I remember Ben. What was Ben? Dad named Ben. Oh, Ben Cartwright. Ben Cartwright. That's right. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna go back and watch some of these shows. All in the Family was my show. I don't know why that resonated with me, but I loved the man that was honestly himself. Wasn't perfect. And that man, that was the show. I loved. Dang, you were born in 1968. I feel old. Yes, indeed. Now, Charles say my era was Dennis the Menace. Jay North was a sailor. Also, E3 Seaman. Didn't know that. What about McHale's Navy? Anybody remember McHale's Navy? Then Soda say that's cool. Oh, I remember Chico and the Man. Chico and the Man. What about Beretta? Chico and the Man. Now, what was he? His character on Chico and the Man, Freddie Prinze, and Freddie Prinze Jr. is his son. Now, what was his character? What was he? What was he in the military? If you remember the story. What was his what did he do before he got there? He was a what? Music council say, no, I don't know that Lucille Ball loved the show. Yes, it did. Yes, indeed. She going to it. She kind of had it rough when she was young. She was out on them streets at 14 out there, living that life on the stroll. But she talk about it. See, a lot of people don't know what people go to. That's My Mama. Well, That's My Mama come from a movie. What's the name of that movie about the basketball player? Cooley High. So if you look at Cooley High, part of the movie, the guy that co-chief, the basketball player, his friend, they used that part to make the show That's My Mama. His friend, that he went home, his mama, he had a little sister and stuff, and that's how it was. Mary Ann, that was her name. Yes, indeed. That's just a beautiful woman. 66 Day, the show with the high-tech secret government helicopter. They used to fly all the time. What was that? They had a name. Anybody remember the name? We can't be here all night. The Bionic Man, but there was also the Bionic Woman. Now, I grew up with the Long Ranger and Tonto. Oh, H-Town ain't tie everything, but the real Long Ranger was a black man. They made it. Huh? Did you know that? Now it's all come out, but we've been knowing that for years. Because most of the cowboys were black. The white men they call cowmen. How did you know that? Because we weren't doing most of the work. And they had some Hispanic cowboys, some white, but now that's us. Matter of fact, the spread to the west was a black guy. That a movie with John Wayne, one of the characters wasn't leading him. They changed him to a white guy, but that was a black man. Buffalo. I believe Arizona was discovered by a black man too. Now, because they can speak the native languages, because we aboriginal to this country too. Don't do the crime if you don't pay the time. Who sung that song? I found out recently who sung the theme song for Beretta. See if anybody know. Welcome back. I got to go back and watch all these shows to the place. What famous actors came from Welcome Back, Carter? Let us know. One in particular. Now, look what we got now. Nothing. Yeah, no quality like before. Himself to do his environment, but still had heart. Remember the show Dirty Sally? I don't know. Oh, I love Bonnie Miller. Just that show, the comedic timing on Bonnie Miller was like that. The one that played Fish. Oh, this is my look. Two things I watched for entertainment: The Three Stooges and Popeye the Sailor Man. I am that I am, and that's all that I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. And I like the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Real show then. Yes. Yes, indeed. I grew up with the Little Rascals. I watched them later, you know. They were still on. Lou Rawls, You'll Never Find. He used to sing with oh, come on, I'm about to say his name. Bring It On Home to Me. They sung that together. What's his name? He passed away. He was in an incident. Sam Cooke. Lou Ross and him used to travel together and sing together. That's why that song Bring It On Home to Me. True. No quality. Not now. The quality. Dragnet was I got to go back and watch all these shows. John Travolta. Yes, he was in Welcome Back, Carter. Horseshack and all the rest of them. Now, Freddie Boom Boom Washington. Don't forget about Bass Reeves. That was him. That's why I say black law that always got his man. He shot a guy from a mile without a scope. Yeah, he had the little thing on hundreds of feet, hundreds of yards. I ain't gonna say it was a mile, but it was about 1 or 2 football fields. He was incredible. And the reason they had Tonto, because he would use Native American scouts, because these people, we all black people, Native American too. Go look it up. They owe us reparations from the tribes. Did you know that Flavor Flav is Native American? You say, but he's a black guy. Yeah, he's black Native. Fish had a spinoff called Fish. Didn't he have with his family or something? How long did it last? Now, music counselors say, and we got 2 minutes, we got to get ready to close out. I just looked at a jet book today dedicated to Sammy Davis, over 40 years. Oh, yeah, man. Some people kept those jet books. Family, this has been exciting. This has been wonderful. I appreciate y'all coming out, family. And we're going to say these final good nights. We've chopped it up about information and just encouraging each other, because we need somewhere we can go where we can support each other. I'm trying to get the channel monetized. I don't know how to do it, fam, but I'm going to tell you, Raider's been very helpful. Just helping me so much, and y'all do such a job. And that's why I say I go by code. I say stuff if somebody has done something that I'm like, hold on. But when it comes to other people you have beef with, handle it over there. We appreciate it. Everybody say good night. So Solar say good night. Good night, Solar. And music counseling, good night. 66, good night. MG Smith, good night. Betty Bops, good night. Jimmy, good night. Jeff, good night. Jay Oliver, good night. Benny, good night, my brother. MG Smith, I miss you, good night. I may not be able to get to everybody. Jeffrey, I think I said it. Good night, my brother. Good night, Charleston. Good night, my brother. Good night, Betty Bobs. I may not be able to go all the way back, but good night, Raider HQ and everybody else that was here. We're going to go and close it out because we getting in 3 hours. We want to try to keep it right. Everybody, let's see, because y'all saying good night. Benny said good night. Jimmy said good night. Veterans, not helping veterans, something went wrong. Yes. Then good night from music counseling. Keep coming back, family. We're going to enjoy it. 66 say a couple of seasons. Him and his wife adopted some wayward kids. Okay. Good night from Jeffrey. Good night from Charleston. And say good night, shipmates and H-Town family. Yes, indeed. Betty about say good night, H-Town. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will. I'm going to be looking out for little clips that we put out because we're going to keep these views going and keep this message out there. You hear what I'm saying? Rest well, H-Town family. Betty Bob say good night, Charleston, Zimmerman shipmates. Coach say good night, family. Real good questions, brother Coach. So good that you asked somebody else question and they enjoyed it. Good night from Betty Bob. Okay, family, we did it tonight. We answered the question. We dealt with it, and we're gonna close it out. We may have a part 2 to this, part 3 or part 4, because I decided we're not gonna be going. How can I say? We're not going to be going over the whole thing. We're going to take it bit by bit. We're going to break it down H-Town style. And we want to say to y'all, family, good night. And until next time, y'all take care. And we wish you well.